Fineliner once.
Oh, I invited Fineliner. My bad. Well, if you joined. Yeah. I don't mind if he hears.
Thunder God is also here. Oh, everyone's joining us, Jesus.
Did not mean for them all to join.
Alright. Sorry guys, this is an interview, I can't have everyone here. I have to kick out the non-intended participants.
Interesting.
Hello, why am I here?
Hi.
Why was I invited?
Thunder, we're decided.
The good interview stuff. Alright. Who is cut over Conscious?
Conscious on our team is the main tank.
Yeah, well, Conch shouldn't be joined.
Yeah, this
Sorry
is
Conch, the interview is not supposed to be done with you.
Captains and Fineliner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got the link.
Are we interviewing Fineliner or Duffy?
Duffy sadly isn't joining us, so we're using Fineliner.
Okay.
Yeah. We're using Fineliner.
We're using.
I don't mind a bit of using every now and again.
No, calm down.
That's
Thunder, no. Thunder, this is a captain's group. Just join the custom game, don't join the group. Yeah.
Who can I
Sorry, Thunder.
Okay.
I think Thunder's in...
Illusion.
I think he's...
No, he's in. I know he's in Illusion. I know he's. Thunder, you're not appearing on mine, so I can't invite you to the game.
I'm in the game.
Okay, but you just need to leave the group.
This is for the interview, so that's why.
Yeah.
Just
this is just captain's interview.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's good.
Alright.
There you go, just setting everything up.
Okay.
That is at Illusion M. And then Control V. Shit, I need to recopy the link because I accidentally copied the wrong link.
You got this.
Okay, I'm a tech wizard.
Hey, Jitus is here.
Isn't that your coach?
No, he's our support player. I don't know how the hell he's like allowed to, but you know.
What do you mean allowed to?
Okay.
He's way too high, I'm pretty sure. He's over peaked the hell out of it.
In that case, you're supposed to forfeit and give the win to Illusion M, and they go to the final. Or he doesn't play.
I mean, no one's questioned it on any team. The only person that's actually questioned it is Dill Star, and he's in our team, so it's all
well,
good.
I mean, let's have a look. Quickly check, Brenny. You quickly check everyone's on open, everyone's on Sky Commander seems to be on the wrong team.
Okay,
yeah, he's too high.
Season 25 and 26 are the ones they're taking in, so he's fine in that regard.
Okay.
Yeah, but season 27 only.
It's just how it works. It's just how it works. If he's climbed, he's climbed.
Season 25, he was 3,800.
Yeah, same with season 26. He hasn't even hit master. And next season they'll ask for 26 and 27, or 27 and 28, I think.
No, 25 he hit 3,880.
Yeah,
because he plays freaking tier 5 CC. And yeah, he's allowed to play tier 3 Firewall, understandable.
Yeah, because it's taking the game from season 25-26. The SR from season 25-26. So.
But I mean, while everything's getting sorted out here, while everything's getting sorted out, welcome everyone to the semi-final of Infernal Dragons versus Illusion M. You know, it's taken a couple of weeks, but we can finally get it started. But yeah, let me just get straight into it. We have Max. We have Max and Fineliner joining us. Hi.
Hello.
So I'll just ask you a couple of questions quickly. I'll start with you, Max. What have you been working on during these 2 weeks to make sure you come out on top today?
I think the biggest thing that we've been working on is kind of just being adaptable. That's kind of one of the most important things that I see personally, in the game is just to be able to, on the fly, make decisions, make the right ones especially, and kind of flexing around the situations that we have. We definitely have a unique situation here today with how our team's going to be structured a little bit with a few absences. But that adaptability, I think that we're going to be just fine with how well we've been practicing on adaptability and just making the best of the situation that we come into.
And what about you, Fineliner? Same question.
To be honest, I'm not sure if I can follow up with as good a response as Maximum's. But
Don't worry, give it your
best. Been working on consistency, just keeping the scrims going, trying out new things, new people on new things, new comps, new rotations. Just been trying to have a bit of fun with it whilst we still can, you know. This game sucks the hell out of everyone. So.
I managed to get a comment from Duffy beforehand, and he said, what Dragons have been working on is their synergy.
Yep.
Working on that, so and that's the main thing they've been developing over the last couple of weeks. So it'll be interesting to see how it comes in. But now, how confident are both of you coming into this match?
It's going to be a fun one. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean,
whether
last time
it's a 4-0 or a map 7, I don't really mind.
I mean, last time you two played off, me and Brainy were casting, it went to 5. So who knows? Maybe we'll go to 7.
Yeah,
this is
going to happen again.
Hopefully we'll be back and forward.
We don't want a 4-0. As casters, I'll be honest, we don't want a 4-0. That'd be far too boring. So, yeah, guys, give it your best.
Yeah,
we'll give it all we can.
Well, thank you for joining us. You can now scurry back up and have your final talks with your team.
I'm gonna get them all ready.
Good luck with the casting.
Thank you.
Good luck to you guys.
Good luck with your game. And now, I mean, while we wait, do you want to quickly head back to the party? Sorry, the screen will quickly go blank while we go back. And
Alrighty,
now,
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So, tonight is, well, the semi-final game between Infernal Dragons and Illusion M. This will be fun, guys, because this is different from our other games. First to 4, loser picks first, except for first map, where the lowest seeded team, that's Illusion M, they're picking. Those other rules, first to 4 wins. And, well, this is going to be a hell of a fun game to cast, isn't it, Luke?
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. First game we've casted in quite a while. So, you know, I'm looking forward to see how this gets started. I mean, we've now known these teams for quite a while. I used to be a coach in Illusion. You currently coach their Tier 2 team. Why don't you talk about them?
Illusion M, well, very good organization. They've been getting better, and it's been an honor working with their Tier 2 team. As determined, as resilient as their Tier 3 team. Very good bunch of lads to work with, and yeah, really chill organization. Loving working with them so far. They've given it everything for me. They've put their trust in me as a coach, and I'm an admin there as well. So the faith that organization puts in me, a very good bunch of people. You'll not regret getting to know anyone there.
And I mean, from what I know quite a lot of these players, especially Phantom. He's been since a bit Animax actually. They've both been there since the start, and Phantom is cracked, so I'll be looking at him to start off with. I mean, we both play for Xanity, so we know quite a lot of their strengths. They've got such a strong DPS line and a very survivable support line. The tank line has been switched around quite a bit, but I really respect BJB as a off tank, so it'll be very interesting to see how it goes down.
Indeed, and the fact that both teams have good DPSs means there's just so much more carry potential both teams have. You don't know properly. You never know when one of the DPSs is gonna pull some completely random 5k. Us as casters will not see coming. It's going to be chaotic, but it's the chaos we really live for. I'm excited to see on Infernal. I'm pretty excited to see whether Duffy's gonna pull out the DPS or not. That is, if he's playing here. Yeah, he is playing. he's been. Well, I know he's played Hanzo in the past. I've seen him play Hanzo, I believe, against Illusion M, and he's also played some DPS against us, so I'm wondering if he's still going to stick to that. Because it hasn't worked out the best for Infernal Dragons. I wonder what he's going to do. My eyes are on him, for sure.
And what about Infernal Dragons? Where do you want to start with them? Because I think, once again, I have to talk about that DPS line, which, for me personally, is always the toughest part to get around with them.
On Infernal, Waiting is a very talented DPS player. He's come out time and time again for his team with those hit scan plays of his. He's a particularly good McCree, very strong, and I think he can certainly give his team the edge. So I'm excited to see how he plays. Last time we saw Skinny Toaster being a really solid projectile DPS for them as well. However, he doesn't seem to be in the lobby yet, so if we're missing him, that's too bad.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen it as well, but Illusion have posted their starting 6 in the chat, so why don't we have a quick talk about that?
Yep, let me look at the starting line.
Well, if you can't see it straight away, I'll read it off to you.
I can see it. Yeah, don't worry.
BJB and Leo on tank, a very strong tank line, as we said before. And
Indeed.
then Max and Thunder God on their DPS. Now, Max, if you don't know, is a tank player. So this will be it's very interesting. I reckon they'll be bringing out a bit of the May and Sombra, because I know Max likes to play those heroes. And then Phantom and Florux. Now, we've both played with Florux. He's got a very strong Lucio, as he just wall rides everywhere, and he's a little. What's the best term? It's like trying to run after a dog. He just always manages to escape you. They're always just that tiny bit faster.
That's just true.
What's your view on it?
I like this lineup. Unfortunately, of course, they are missing players, which is why I'm presuming Max is making that adaptation to DPS. I think he, like you said, he might pull out the May Sombra, the niche picks. Phantom is not supposed to join the group.
Phantom has magically appeared. Do you want to quickly sort out the server? Because who else is even in here? It's, Max is still in here. Actually,
I'm just looking at Max's message. He says Gaitis was too high in season 25. I have to check that. In season 25, I have to look at their peak SRs. No, he wasn't 3880. No, Gaitis was 3800 and on DPS. He can still play support if he wishes to.
Yeah, that's all fine.
Yeah. So I'll just message Max.
Now, we have over a dozen people in the stream, so thank you. And now what I want to know is, who do you think will win?
Well, on the matter of who's gonna win, it's interesting because even though Illusion M are at the bottom of the league, the fact that they managed to beat Infernal Dragons in their last encounter, that's got to say a lot about how this team seems to be improving as they go. Like, up the ladder, they are working themselves there. I'm expecting Illusion M to, if they win at least, I just don't think it'll be a surprise. I'm expecting them to take 2-3 maps here, even if they lose. I don't think this is a team. Neither teams are going to get stomped here. But I wouldn't be surprised if they win. But don't count Infernal Dragons out yet, because their pick, they picked up Dilstar. Well, I completely forgot what his PSN up here is. Oh yeah, no, same PSN. Same PSN, guys. My mistake. He is also an off-tank player. Now, I was confused about this pickup, because even though it's a great pickup, we've scrimmed this team before, I'm pretty certain, and he is a very good off-tank, but I'm just wondering why you pick him, why you recruit him, or how you're going to integrate him into the team when you've already got Sky Commander, another cracked off-tank player. So I'm curious to see how that goes, where they'll play each other, like who's better on what. That's something I want to see from Infernal Dragons, how the addition of Dilstar is going to change their lineup, how it shapes things for them.
While we just wait for Brainy to quickly sort out these teams, as BJB is apparently running slightly late. That's all good. Because I thought everyone would be ready, but clearly not, but that's all good.
Usually not. Is Leo here? Yeah, there he is. Sky Commander's not supposed to be on this team.
But now, while we wait, who do you predict to win this night? Because looking at the poll so far, Infernal Dragons seem to be the favourite. With 1.1k channel points being betted, Jesus! Fineliner just Fineliner somehow has been watching me a lot.
Wow. I'm very torn on who to decide, honestly. Like, it's hard to predict when you see, okay, Infernal Dragons beat Illusion M twice, and Illusion M beat them once. Well, that must tell you that, hey, Infernal Dragons have a better record. But the most recent game was the one that Illusion M managed to win. And this is also the same team that almost took Xanity, the top of the table team, to a map 5. They were just 4 meters away on the radar from achieving that. The score ended in 2-1. It was Xanity were held just before the payload, just before the second point, as I remember it. And then they failed to actually cap that second point. So, wow, I mean, that was mighty close. It took a lot of mental power from Xanity to win that, but this is a team that's, in my opinion, looking stronger. My money's on Illusion M. I think they're going to win it, just barely. What about you, Luke?
Well, I mean, as you know, as I said the other day, I had a dream where, I say dream, it was a nightmare. Illusion M made it to the finals and went 3-2 up in the final, and me panicking over double shield, which really I wasn't expecting to do that night. So I think I have to say Illusion M as well. We played 3 games against the both, and Illusion M has definitely given Xanity the hardest time so far. But with these new pickups from Infernal, who knows?
That is true.
And I mean, we know Sky Commander, very talented, very strong mechanical Zarya, and let's see if they pull out, because both these teams do like to run the Zarya.
Looks like he's starting as well, so this is not going to be easy for Illusion M. Hopefully BJB is joining because they need him.
They do say he's online.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to join. But my point is that this is going to be a hell of a tank battle between Sky Commander and BJB. Luke, any idea who you think is going to come out on top?
Oh, it's going to be, if Sky Commander, if this comes down to a Zarya matchup, I have to get Sky Commander, but a D.Va or even Roadhog, but maybe even, I haven't seen enough of Sky Commander Sigma, but if it comes down to maybe a Hog D.Va, I have to give it to BJB. But let's talk about this. What do you think the comps are going to be? Because obviously in the Overwatch League we've seen a lot of what's being called the zombie comp.
That's gonna be one hell of a comp to see from either team. I'm not sure how much I expect either of these teams to play the zombie, because other than Rush, we haven't really seen them play any sort of meta comps in the past. Both teams seem to be very content with comfort picks, right? They tend to alter a lot of compositions to fit their style. That includes switching up play styles, and even the heroes in the comps themselves. So it'll be interesting. I'm expecting to see something like, if they run Rush, they might run it with the Ryan Zarya. That's what I'm thinking. Or if they run Dive, they may run it with the D.Va Winston. They might. If they want to alter the zombie, for example, they might play a Genji. We know Phantom has a very strong projectile DPS, so he might run the Genji, for example, as they pocket him and accommodate him, give him the support that he needs to pop off on that Genji. That sort of stuff we might be seeing. So it's a few heroes that are altered, change the playstyle a little bit, and both teams will have a go at it against each other.
And I don't know if you realize, but BJB is in the lobby.
BJB is in the lobby. I think now he is.
And also, Dillstar is even in.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He's on the bench right now.
Sub me out for Conch. He's not even in.
Yeah. I just subbed. No, I just subbed him out. That's why.
Oh, okay, that's all good then.
Yeah. Now BJB is getting swapped in. These should be the teams. I'll just put up Dillstar as an Infernal Dragon spectator. Sorry, Infernal, we can't really. I wanted to add the S next to Dragon, but I can't do that because the game doesn't let me.
Well, I mean, if all's said and done, I think everyone's in the lobby. Just make sure that everyone is actually spectating the right person. Yep, Dillstar is. And I mean, I believe so. We're ready. We need pressure we just need confirmation from our teams.
Yep, we'll be asking them.
And yes, BJB does remind me of BQB. I used to call him BB because I refuse to say BJB. But also, looking at this illusion line, as I read in the chat earlier, people were saying that where's Gadrin? He is missing from the lineup, and he is an integral part of that DPS lineup, especially with him and Phantom. Not to mention Gingercorn is missing as well. So there are quite a few noticeable names missing. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. So maybe with these changes, I might have to swap my prediction to Infernal, because they are missing some crucial players.
That is true, but we still don't know what Illusion M might have up their sleeve. We don't even know if they've been practicing.
Before I forget, have you checked that everyone is on open?
I'll check that now as well, because I was asking them. I was asking them in Discord.
And in the meantime, I'll set up the question in that. What do you think is going to be run on Oasis here? Because I can see a decent bit of Rush being played, maybe the zombie comp.
Sure.
So what do you see as a coach yourself?
If it were me, I would run Rush here. So I'm not surprised if they run the Rhine Rush. Let me be clear. If I say zombie, I mean zombie. If I say Rush, I mean the Rhine Rush. So. And
just to clarify, the zombie comp, as we've called it and stolen from Avast, is Winston Diva, Echo Reaper, Moira Lucio, where it's a very fast-paced style of rush where you want to get into the enemy tank's face. Everyone Illusion is good so far. Have you checked Infernal? Because I'm just quickly going through that.
Yeah, I'm checking Infernal. And they should be good. Just fine liner to go. Yeah, they're all good to go. Yeah,
if we're all good, let's get it going.
Yep, let's begin. So, as we were saying, yeah, Rush, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Rush, whichever variant it is, because it's first of all a really fun comp to play. Secondly, it just suits Oasis so well. The only map where you may not see it suit as well is perhaps City Center. I believe that's what it's called with the jump pad. Exactly this one. This is where many teams like to run the dive or the double bubble more, simply because they want control of the high grounds. They want to dictate the tempo of the game using those high grounds when they want to engage, when they want to disengage. So pretty excited to see what both teams have in the cards here. As we can see, yeah, it's Rush from the side of Legion M, while Infernal have gone with that divey approach.
But they're sticking with the McCree as well, which is quite interesting.
McCree Sombra, interesting.
That's going to be quite... it's a very fortified backline, whereas the front line likes to play quite aggressive, especially with the Sombra. So they're going to try and probably isolate a target while keeping the McCree to keep everyone alive. But as they roll out right now, it'll be about the two styles with Illusion right now. Sticking with the classic rush, they're going to want to stay on the point. As you see, Infernal Dragons just taking the high ground right now, a bit of a poking fight before the tanks decide to engage. So let's see. I'm really curious to see what the tanks are going to be looking for. Maybe building up the nano, taking a bit of poke coming down. What do you expect?
I'm thinking, look, Infernal Dragons have an advantage already. Leo is hacks on the Rhine. This isn't good, but he gets out unscathed. There's no problems. Now they're brawling it on point. Wow, this is interesting because Sky Commander lost mech, and well, Infernal Dragons they lost their advantage.
I'll tell you what they were looking for, right? They were looking for a hack and they just couldn't find it. Just instantly mowed down. Nicely done, just nicely done by Leo to be able to move his shield in time to make sure that the hack didn't go through. But now coming in, they can have a rush time though. They're just swapping onto the rush, but they're keeping the Ana. They're not going to have that immortality field available. But even so, I didn't even realise this before, but they're running Florox on the Moira, which means they're going to be quite fast forward. And here we go, both walls coming out. No one really choosing to rush in right now. Both ice blocks being forced out and Maywall, so they're going to try and wait for this rotation or decide to push in. It's what we're about to see. Reinhardt v Reinhardt right now, just swing into each other, just trying to build out our shatter. Maywall comes out, not so many to anyone, but a stun coming through, melting
look at
everyone.
Oh, big shatter there. Look at Leo's ult charge he had compared to cut over Conch. He's only at 31%. Leo already had his shatter. This is great play from Illusion M. They are controlling the tempo of this game so well. Despite having that disadvantage of the high ground, they baited Sky Commander in. Sky Commander lost his mech early, and from then onwards, nothing to really block the damage, nothing to help
what we
them
also
rotate.
saw there was just the advantage of having the first fight win. They were able to come in with that superior Rhine charge, and actually, before I say that, Maywall comes out. There's reason to rotate around to the left to be able to avoid coming through that choke. First Maywall comes out, the Reinhardt is isolated. Leo goes in for the aggressive charge, but Nano comes out, finds Leo, Nano comes out, Shatter comes down, finding two. But no real follow-up just yet. BJB is hacked still, so he manages to get out. He manages to get healed up. Oh no, BJB finally does go down, but they do force bomb. This is a costly fight. They're not winning this cleanly, despite using EMP, Shatter, Nano. Still haven't quite won. The only thing really not invested was Blizzard, because B hasn't even been built up yet.
Wow, I thought for certain that after that 5-man EMP, it was bound to be theirs, but Illusion M drew out a lot of ultimates. This is good for them. And Leo kind of cost them the fight there with that poor charge. Cut over Conch was able to follow up on that big flashbang there.
Yeah, before we mention it, Striker managed to eat the ult. Phantom right now just going for ThunderGod, going for the high noon. The counter May will just come out and they manage to demech BJB. ThunderGod right now manages to take out the May. Not a whole lot really happening right now. It's still quite scrappy. Infernal is still finding the picks, and they seem to be forcing everyone back. But Illusion is still choosing to fight this instead of resetting. They're still going in. They're trying to hunt down Sky Commander right now, trying to get him out of mech before they come back in. But they do manage to find it. Phantom playing quite aggressive, does manage to get out. It's not a real problem there. That was quite an odd team fight right there. It was more of a skirmish. And no real winner so far.
Indeed. But Sky Commander able to get back into mech. That was key for them to be able to win that. It's a big wall here. Shatter got blocked.
So right now, Florax is managed to stay alive, heal everyone up as Illusion about to push back in. Nice anti-nade, but it's not going to be a lot. As three people are down. Right now, it's just going to be a stalling game, and which is what Infernal Dragons need to do. Illusion and them are one team fight away now from taking this first point.
Not surprising. They've been rotating also well so far. That's a big pick onto Gaitis. This cannot be good for Infernal. They've lost their Ana. They can't push in properly.
I don't think anyone can even touch. No, they can. Mako manages to find the overtime pick, so it will be on Sky Commander right now to come back in and touch. But no, it has to be Duffy. But look at that. They're just pushing. Illusion is just pushing aggressive, making sure.
That's a good Blizzard. Mako trying to make things happen there, but really no point. Although there is a point now. Leo's hacked. He is finding a purpose here. We thought that this was going in favor for Illusion M. How deeply we're mistaken. Sky Commander found two.
It's such a scrappy fight. No team is really able to fight and clean up. Look at that. It's a 4-man EMP has just come out, but there's still no follow-up. Finally, actually, Illusion M do go down. Only BJB is left. And that seems to be it. Who is on the point? Oh no, it's just a reflip. So, sorry, I thought it was 9-9 for both teams right there. No, Infernal Dragons are still in this. They're at the final fight, but
Illusion M still have a chance here. The problem with Illusion M, they just didn't have the rotations that they were making so well. The way they rotated ultimates as well as themselves in positioning, they couldn't quite do that in the last bit of the fight. They kind of choked it.
But
and
Max goes down early.
Now.
Connor is going for he's going for the pin. Manages to find Phantom. Nothing really happening. It's just all going to go down. It's all over. We didn't say it before, but Max managed to get him in. Somehow Leo charging Coach. And that seems to be it.
Unbelievable. This is great from Infernal. They've managed to bring it back from the brinks of death, and it's disastrous for Illusion M because we thought they had it in the bag. They picked up Gaitis when they were reaching 99%, so they had to fight without a support on point, without the main healer as well. So that advantage it wasn't followed up on, and the focus fire wasn't there from them. The ultimates that Infernal Dragons used, those were put to good use, and they managed to barely scrap it, but they've got a map win now, and their morale must be looking much better now. So, looking for a better performance from them now.
But now, this is quite interesting. Both teams choosing to run out with the May Reaper, but the slight difference between their flex support and off-tank. D.Va are going to be able to eat up quite a bit of this damage, so I'll be curious to see who comes out on top. Sky Commander have to play very well with these bubbles. Look at that, they already find the wall off on Leo, going forward, pushing aggressive. Immortality has to be forced out already, so look at that, they just have to back out. They can't go in, but no, they managed to, Illusion M just go right in. They're not scared of anything. Florox does go down, so that's the main heals down right now. The Reaper's being caught out. Wall coming off, splitting off the point, but it doesn't matter. Crunch is just destroying everyone. No matter, I do. Somehow Thundergod's managed to find himself on the wrong side of the point, and right now Max is just stalling for time, waiting for respawns. And Thundergod just, I don't know if you caught that. Thundergod managed to just TP behind and got caught, not able to put any value in.
Wow, that was great from Conch. The Rhine differential that we're seeing right now. I mean, last map it was pretty close, but so far very dominant showing. He's gonna be key to his team right now. Definitely an integral part of this team.
Illusion M right now, they seem to be waiting for some cooldowns to come back on before pushing into this left room. Now they're not choosing to hard engage, but Connor just comes straight down. The shatter straight in. Immortality forced out, but it's not going to mean a whole lot when 3 people are already dead. It's just going to be 2 people being claimed right now. BJB does seem to escape, so that'll be a nice bit of ult charge for Phantom as he comes back from spawn, but Leo was not ready for that.
Nano was a bit of a waste onto cut over Conch. I thought that he was just fine without the shatter. The follow-up there was quite okay. So that's a waste. Maybe that's something Illusion M can follow up on. They're close to their ultimates. We want to see something from Illusion M. We want to see them win this fight, or there's no fun in this.
I mean, they've pushed out with the May freeze easy, and Thundergod goes down. That's another clean ult use. Look at that, window's gone down. The window has gone down with the side of Illusion, and they found nothing from it because Mako just answers straight back with Blizzard. And another 1 ult fight use there, and as they're pushing into what looks like final fight, they can have 4 ults available coming up, especially with Conj just getting a 2-man fire strike right there. How are Illusion going to try and bring this back?
Well, to be fair, Illusion M didn't use many ultimates there. They didn't use any at all, actually. They've got plenty to work with now.
Max Blizzard. Mako managed to wall with Leo's Blizzard. Grab comes out, so does Blizzard. Nice anti-nade. Why is he holding shield? He should have just swung. That could be a massive mistake costing the fight. Mako trying to freeze Reaper right now. Leo just having to back up. He's got next to no HP.
Leo should not be alive. Now he's dead.
And look at that. Mabel being froze off. And it's just panicking for Illusion right now. No idea on what to do. Duffy just comes out with the Blossom. I'm not sure why he's not playing more. It's just Florox left on the point alone. And that's going to be it. Rainbow comes up, Leo's not going to be able to touch. And that's map 1. In a very dominant fashion.
Very scrappy Infernal looked first map. We thought that they shouldn't even have taken that first map, but they managed to, and that boosted their morale for sure. Second map was just no contest. They kept getting these really big ultimates. Shatters were great, Blizzards were phenomenal too. And all of these, when your tanks and DPSs can do work like that, well, you can see it in the gameplay. It was dominant. It didn't matter how many ultimates Illusion M used. If you can get one good ultimate of your own, a lot of that momentum gets halted. And that's what happened to Illusion M there. It was them panicking constantly. They couldn't find a proper rhythm into that second map after that first.
I also do just want to say that there seems to be a narrative in chat that it was Max that walled off his Ryan. No, it was Mako that walled off Leo's shatter there. So it was just a nice play from him. It wasn't It wasn't some anti-synergy.
Yes, I noticed it. That was a great block. And to think that your Rhine is getting value out of a shatters while the enemy Rhine cannot, because, well, you have a talented DPS actually holding them back. And this is great to see from your DPS pulling off a play like that. It's not just about ultimates, and Mako's showing that there. Pure class with that ice wall. Very well done from Infernal. They brought it back. The momentum's with them now for sure, but it is Illusion's map pick.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Oasis was also Illusion's map. This is the map they believed they were best on, or had the best chance of winning on. So it'll be quite interesting coming into this next round. I also want to point out that the one thing Illusion were missing was that bloodthirsty incentive to push in. Especially remember that second team fight. They spent so long waiting that Leo just went in with the shatter and hit a 5-man. They just spent too long dazing about. I'm not sure what they were doing. Were they waiting? I'm not sure what they were waiting for. Were they trying to build up some ult? But they just took too long. They didn't play. They played too passive in rush, which is the one thing you can't do. Because then someone like Conch will just come over and hit a 5-man shatter.
Yeah, most definitely. We saw that aggression from Infernal Dragons. Very well followed up with their May, the other DPS, what was it? Sombra? Do not remember. One was May, the other DPS. Both DPSs got so much value out of whatever they did. Didn't have to be ultimates. Their abilities, just their presence alone on the point. Illusion M just couldn't find that a proper way to stop them. They wanted to go in the aggressive, but they just couldn't because of the sheer pressure that Infernal put on them.
But now, we're coming into King's Row. It doesn't seem that any team has made any sort of substitution so far. Let's just quickly double check on that. But yep, King's Row, it seems that we're going to be seeing more rush, which actually surprises me. Swap roles between me and Leo. There we go. So now Max is going to be coming in on the Reinhardt, which I'm assuming because this is the birthplace of rush. This is where you want to play the May, McCree, Bap, Lucio, Reinhardt, and then it's your choice on the off tank. I like D.Va. A lot of other people like Zarya, but those people are just wrong. So I'm just saying. but based on what we just saw, and Max is trying to swap himself in, what do you think this means?
He's putting himself on tank and Leo on DPS. It could mean many things, but my guess is that because they're gonna play the Rhine, although last map they did the same thing, it's making me think that maybe they're looking for a more experienced Rhine player on the team. And Max has definitely been playing Rhine with them for longer. He's one of the OGs of the team, so
and
that's my take on it. And
Dillstar,
Leo, because Dillstar's yeah. And as for Leo, well, he's talented on all roles. For certain, I think he can work it out just fine on DPS. And also the Max BJB synergy is something I'd like to see in action now. Now that Max does have a mic to talk to with his team. So this should go a lot better than planned, like it did in their last encounter. And Dillstar in for Sky Commander. This is another interesting substitution because both are off tanks, and we want to see what Dillstar is going to pull out. Sky Commander, very good Zarya play there, as well as the D.Va. He performed great there, and we want to see what Dillstar has in store for us.
This screams to me D.Va, because we all know I know Sky Commander to be a great Zarya. So this screams to me that Dillstar's going to come in. They're going to play the very traditional, not even traditional, just a standard rush, where you have the D.Va to be able to peel and to be able to eat up any sort of May ult, or even what's the other word I'm looking for? High noon.
Indeed, I'm excited to see both teams run out the rush here. But if a team chooses to run anything other than that, I'd be even more intrigued because a different comp on King's Row doesn't seem to be the norm with any team we've played or watched at all. Really.
Both teams are ready.
Perfect.
So here we go. Rolling in. It's going to be Illusion M on the attack. So this will be a nice place to. This time they can actually choose the engagement because both times so far they've been the ones pushing in, especially on that last fight. They've been the ones pushing in. So let's see if they can improve. I don't even know. I'm just waffling now. They're going to be the ones that are going on the attack again. So let's see if they can improve on their previous performance.
Let's see. Illusion M. Well, it's a bit of a demoralizing way to lose map 1, but they shouldn't give up yet. It's first to 4. They've still got 3 more maps to lose, 4 more to win, but they can do this. We know how talented they are. They've got Max back on the tank for the stability. that they might be needing on the Rhine. Leo, well, I've had him in scrims sometimes to fill for Illusion M's tier 2. He's very talented on any role you give him to play. And I'm excited to see how Echo goes, because I don't recall seeing it in action ever. He's normally been on tank, so this is going to be interesting. Ryan Zarya now on both teams, as I was expecting.
Infernal's come running up Hanzo.
Hanzo May, more defensive stability, and Hanzo is a different version of McCree, you say in the team. This is more of a comfort pick thing, I'm guessing. This will be exciting to see how it pans out.
Mako coming in right, very fast, coming to Maywall. Coming at Maywall, just trying to wall off Max, but lucky he managed to just about avoid Leo's Maywall. Look at that, they're both shooting to go left on the statue right now, just poking. Leo on the Echo, so he has to be very careful that he's not going to get poked down by air. Maywall comes out quickly, he doesn't manage to find anyone, but BJB does get caught. He's the first one to go down. This is when they want to go on the offensive. Look at this, Conch going straight forward again. Mako sadly walling off his team, so not able to find these stagger kills as they manage to back out. But there we go, such a decisive team fight. Leo on this Echo right now, what do you think of that?
So far he's been pretty conservative, just building that duplicate really. There's not much we're seeing from him. That was just a very clean fight win by Infernal.
It doesn't matter. Thunder God's gone down immediately. They're pulling out the focusing being too far forward, and Mako just destroys him with 2 clean shots. Oh, Conch needs to be careful there.
Fire right now. The way Infernal are making these rotations, making Illusion M quite uncomfortable, forcing them into positions they don't want to be in. That's what he's seeing in Infernal right now. They're the ones making the better and faster rotations. That's why they are winning these fights so far. But Illusion M are kind of slow with the ult charge in the ult charge department.
And look at that, Mako going straight for the Maywall. There's no follow up. They didn't seem ready to actually push again. Maybe it's just to slow them down. But look at that, Conch is playing very far forward, not giving them any free space, but Mako's gone down. He's taking too much shot. Conch goes for the fat shutter.
Oh, what a pin!
Pinned immediately. It's just BJB now, being caught in a grab. He's going to be the main damage as Max has just gone to Narnia. He's going to be on Duppy right now to try and bring this back, and he seems to be able to do it, finding a pick onto Thunder God. Beat used by Florox, so they do still believe it's winnable. But look at that, nothing really happens. They invest Beat, they invest Nano, still nothing. Even Blizzard, nothing really seems to happen.
Wow, and Leo's been really slow with this copy. It's been over 2 minutes, almost 2.5 minutes, and he still doesn't have it.
He can't find an opening.
With Infernal was that they didn't actually follow up on that Mei wall. They lost Mako, but it didn't matter in the end. They just followed up on the fact that Illusion M, their aggression was not so planned out, not so calculated at all. And they're still being held back.
Oh my god, they're pushing in with the beat. They're going aggressive. Conch is caught out in a weird position. But he manages to find Thunder God, just pinned him. That's outrageous. They just have no idea where he is. Duffy does get caught alone on the point. Maywall does come out. It's going to be on Max right now to try and find a nice shatter here. He's gonna be the hero. He's going to be the Bonnie Tyler. They need a hero, and Max should be it with this shatter. It doesn't look like it. He's going to go down. Fuckline's just going to poke him down with his... that's just it. They haven't done anything. Leo finally swapping off the Echo.
Illusion M, problem with them is they're just playing so split, and they don't seem to be focusing down anyone in particular. The reason Infernal are finding these first picks is because they're very calculated on who they want to focus down, and they have the backup for that to happen as well. Illusion M trying to make rotations. Oh, it didn't work. That shadow from Conch, but Max, they do manage to pick.
They do nano Max, but they use it a lot to try and take him down. But it does seem like it. It's not. It's Duffy.
Oh my god!
They pull off the combo. That's all they needed to do. That was Mako's going to have this Maywall available now. Maywall, yeah, look at this. Mako with the Maywall, just going to wall off everyone off point. They can't touch, and that's it. 1 tick is given, so it's not completely over. Now it seems very likely that it's over, just based on that attack. Illusion just had no initiative to push forward, but
they didn't. The problem with Illusion M just seemed to be a lack of communication, or maybe it was they were just playing to split. They didn't have a sense of direction. You just couldn't get any good vibes from them when they try to push in. By vibes, what I'm meaning to say is that you just got the feeling that they were somehow gonna miss out on actually capping this point. And that was a great example of that was at the very end. They got 3 picks, but the combo between Dillstar and Duffy, great grab. That caught like 4 or 5 people. And Duffy, perfect Dragon Strike. He gets a 5k in the end for himself. So while I was doubting how his DPS would go because he's normally a tank player, he's clearly proving me wrong. He knows how to play with his team. And Infernal looking so strong. They're holding the corners they can. They are just not letting Illusion get a proper initiative, a proper follow-up as a team. And this is great from Infernal.
Flores also seems to have learned his lesson.
happens.
He's playing the Baptiste this time. That immortality would have saved them, and they probably would have capped point A if they were running the Bat this time. And also Liga has learned that he's not going to get a 2.5 minute echo copy. He's going to play the McCree this time. And look at this, Duffy rolling out on the Sim. Are they going to go for it? No, he's running out with the Widow. He's just trying to find the first pick. The Tracer?
The
Widow? What can we see?
He's back to
he
Widow.
messed up. Here we go, running straight out. Nothing really found. He's missed 2 shots early. Look at that, they're pushing forward Illusion. They managed to find Conch, walled off. Sadly that maybe wasn't enough to stop him from Mako.
Duffy's back on McCree.
Yeah, look at that, they're just backing out right now. Nice first fight, right down. Nice first fight down there. Managed to find Conch and isolate him, which is what we want to see. I would have liked to see the Sim. And I'm also worried about this Ana pick, because they're not going to have the AoE healing that Illusion does, but they're going to have the Nano and Anti-Nade, so it'll be very interesting to see how they play around that. Yes,
with the coordination they have, if they can follow up on those nades, I see no problem with Infernal taking this fight. They just need to win a single fight.
They find Max!
And
he's gone down!
That.
He just gets isolated straight away! There's no bubble, there's no ammo for him. It's not. I don't think that'll be enough. They're missing their main tank. But no, Duffy goes down. This could be enough right now. They really can't push forward. Mabel comes out, Conch is somewhat caught. He finds the pin, gets stunned out. He doesn't get naded. Let's get naded right now. It's just Max. Conch can't back out in time. That was their go. Infernal had such a good opportunity there to actually push. And look at it. Look at this. Dillstar is going to be able to back out with his. Sorry, he's going to back out with his charge. That's just it. Max is back now, and their entire opportunity wasted. They were just too slow. Too much poke damage coming out. They weren't properly behind the shield.
Unbelievable. Max got picked off early, but the fact that Leo got that pick onto Mako, that was so crucial. That meant no Mei support. Nothing. The lack of AoE there from the Mei.
They're pushing forward. They're going straight in with the Blizzard, but is it a disengage?
That's kind of a waste, isn't it?
Conch. No, it's not.
Conch.
Oh, the grab comes out.
Fight's got to be wrapped around now. But BJB in the back, he can't do much. Well, it's a 6v3. Leo does get a pick back. But is it going to be enough? No, it's not. Probably not. I mean, you've got Thunder God at the back. What's he going to do? No, he's going to touch point. But he was just one victim to...
Half a dozen ults were thrown out right there, just trying to stabilise after the Conch hit that fat shatter. He actually just saved that for him. For his team, because once that Blizzard came out, he was caught out isolated. They had to invest graft just to try and salvage it, but it just wasn't enough. And here we go. We're seeing Duffy's play the game right now, just melting everyone.
Such a great play. Oh, Thunder God got melted there too. That was such a great Dragon Strike from Duffy. What a 5k. Infernal Dragons, it was looking shaky at the start. We saw that Elysium were actually able to hold them out. We thought, maybe there's a chance that a hold of the sort may happen. However, Max pushes his luck a little bit too far, gets picked off, and that massive shatter that Conch was able to hit because of Max's absence wrapped it, sealed it all. BJB got a massive grab and was trying to follow up on that, but he couldn't quite finish those kills because he's alone in there. Who else is going to shoot besides him? The shield was being held up.
Do you know what we saw there? We saw the same problems we saw on Oasis, where Illusion didn't have the incentive just to push forward and go. But here we go. We've got lots of role swaps coming forward now. So you ready? Max is being put onto support right now. Phantom is going back onto DPS, and Leo back on tank.
Let me see. Max support, Phantom DPS, Leo tank. So, what are you thinking of these bunch of swaps, Luke, that Illusion M are making?
I think that
Max
they've
is now
got.
on support.
I think they've gone 0-2 down by the halfway point of the series, and they need their carry. They need their main DPS back. They need their hit scan back, and this just screams to me. Okay, we cannot win with just rotating, putting our main DPS on to support. We need him. We need our carry back.
Absolutely, I think the same. I think this is probably looking like a much stronger team now if you're putting Leo back on tank. Although Leo's DPS wasn't... his McCree was quite good, but his Echo didn't quite get that intended value. And actually the pick confused me as well, because why run Echo into the Rhine Rush? He could have played the McCree and may have gotten a lot more value.
They've also gone for Hanamura as their next map, which I find quite interesting.
Nice.
What do you expect them to run on Hanamura?
Hanamura.
Also, don't forget to swap around the teams.
Yeah. Well, it's first to. Yeah. That makes sense. So we do it after every 2 maps.
And Dilstar also is being subbed out for Sky Commander. So they're really just swapping around these. These are lies.
Hanamura is going to be quite interesting because what teams run there really varies because. For example, my personal preference is a double shield all the way, defense, attack. But many teams like to run the Pharmacy on there, and the Faro players, they have that geometry of map to work with, plenty of walls and cover in general to hide and go around and get value out of. It promotes a lot of individualistic plays there. So something like a Pharmacy, perhaps a Junkrat. You can expect an Ash Widow setting up on the high ground. You can even expect both teams to pull out the rush. It wouldn't be all bad. Or maybe they'll run a dive comp with the Ash variant in there. Maybe they want to have Bob for point B, particularly on attack, if they want to be staging an attack. Especially because point B is pretty annoying to take for.
And now we just wait for the Hanamura swap.
Yeah, picking Hanamura.
And then don't forget to swap teams.
Swap teams means I have to swap names as well. I'll do that real quick.
And I mean, while we wait there, as you said, they could be running Pharmacy, but just to quickly go back over. Also, I don't actually know whether or not because there was so much noise. Is a Sky Commander coming in?
Sky Commander should be. I'm going to check the chat again.
I'm just double checking. But I mean, seeing that, what I want to see from Illusion now is hopefully a bit more initiative. I want them to be going forward and actually trying to play aggressive and take these team fights, which is what we expect them to do. But they're just a bit too passive right now. I sound like a broken record saying this for the 3rd time, but it's just true. They're just too slow, and this could all be an effect of them missing both Gadrin and Gingercorn.
Yes, that's no bueno for Illusion M. Missing their best players in a playoff game, it has got to be rough. I'm pretty sure they didn't mean to miss this game by any means, but they are 2-0 down now. Well, it's not the end of the world. If they can take Hanamura, they have a good chance still. If this team works, if there's a team they can be comfortable with and run that for the remainder of the games. Problem is, they can only afford to lose one more map. And if they end up losing this, what kind of swaps are you going to see from them in their roles? Is BJB going to be on the DPS perhaps? Or are you going to see Florox on the tank? That sort of swap, it really makes you wonder what Illusion M are going to do if they go 3-0 down. We're just hoping that they won't give up, because that won't make for an entertaining game at all.
I mean, once again, this is Illusion's map pick. They are going for Hanamura again. Both teams are ready, it seems.
Perfect. Yeah, so Sky Commander is coming back. What did you think of Dilstar's performance on King's Road?
Honestly, it's interchangeable between him and Sky Commander, from what I could tell.
Sure.
They both just constantly had high charge. I've maybe thought that Sky Commander had a bit better positioning, but I mean that's just picking. That's just picking at that's just picking at the tiniest grains right there. It's not a problem with that. both teams ready, so let's get straight into it. Just so we don't keep these people any longer from keeping this game going. And hopefully, Illusion can win a map, because I want the series to keep going.
Yeah, if it ends too early, it's going to be quite tragic for Illusion M. You don't want to go back to your organization and say, okay guys, we lost 4-0. They want to be fighting for this. I'm sure they are burning inside right now, hoping to be taking a Hanamura. They want it. I'm certain of it. And I'm excited to see Phantom on the DPS again.
This is what we're looking for.
Oh, most definitely. Pulling out that Genji possibly. Wouldn't be unexpected on a map like Hanamura. Maybe they play for Nanoblade now, with Florox on the Ana.
We have seen a lack
of...
I've just realised we've seen that lack of the zombie comp so far. They've been very adamant in swapping to that. They seem to be sticking to typical Rush so far, which in my opinion just gets burst down right now, especially the Reinhardt. But we haven't seen a lot of that because neither team has the incentive to push forward. But hopefully now with someone like Phantom, you might be able to take advantage of this.
Well, he's on the McCree. I'm a little bit surprised that they're running the double hit scan for this very reason. I'm shocked because why not on the Genji? You've already got the Ashe with you, or you could run the McCree Genji perhaps, build for Blade. You have a win condition in that. But double hit scan, I'm confused by this, but let's see what they are planning to make work with it. Infernal Dragons on the other hand, Rein Zarya. They've got the Symmetra teleport to put up. I wonder where this teleport goes.
Straight onto point is where it goes. That's where it goes. Mabel comes up to try and stop any space, stop them from coming forward right now. Phantom goes down despite a nice anti-nade from Florox. They have to be careful of Thunder God on their left, however. It doesn't matter. Crunch is just dominating Leo. Even main tank that's in right now is just going down with just very little resistance from. And look at that. Did he just 40 seconds in? They've already got 2 ticks. It seems to already be over. They can't really win point A. Thunder God does take down Duffy, but that's not enough. Right now it's just Thunder God on the point, just trying his best to stay alive, and that's it. Point A gone. Duffy's going to get the fast respawn. So where is he going to TP?
This is going to be very... That was just great from Infernal because they, again, same mistake from Illusion M. They weren't fast enough to rotate back to point. They just didn't see it coming. Just played so slow, and despite a big anti by Florox, no follow-up on it. Because
I'll tell you where that's going. It's going straight onto point in that TP. Look at that already in the high ground. Thunder God does take down Mako though. That is massive. That means they're not going to have any way to split off the point. BJB finds Sky Commander. This push is already over. Phantom using his... I mean,
massive.
It is a 3k, which is somewhat nice, but it's sort of wasted. They'd already found 2 picks. That wasn't needed. And he's not swapping off. It's just sort of all wasted out. They didn't have to... It seems to me that they could have easily won that without the high noon. I think they could almost certainly have won that. But look,
I think they could have won that without the Deadeye as well, and perhaps find kills a little bit slower means longer staggers. But nonetheless, it was a clean fight win. It's a McCree ultimate. It's not the
interesting.
The end of the world.
BJB throwing in the bomb straight away, not really finding anything. I see what he was going for there, but it's not. Thunder God just finds
massive wall there.
I don't even know who to spectate because everyone is dying all over the place. Both DPS are popping off.
No, look. So Mako actually ended up walling his own Rein up when the shatter came in from Conch. So the moment that the shatter actually hit the May wall, Conch was in the air while that happened. So that meant the moment that happened, Thunder God found 2 picks.
It's not all lost. It's not all lost. They found 2 ticks, yeah. And look at this. They're just looking to come in again. They're really look at that. They're finally trying to take Thunder God off this high ground. They just get booped straight down. They probably could have waited a second to try and bait that out. Mako using his Blizzard, just getting taken down by Phantom. Phantom right now immediately showing his impact. He's just been left uncontested on this high ground. Both DPS are just Bob being used, symbols that they're used to counter it. And look at that. He has to. Both teams are just dropping down to skirmish right now. Phantom going for a nice fan the hammer. Doesn't really find anything with that high noon. Isn't sadly missing a couple shots where they're doing a hybrid right now. Just whiffing. A Sky Commander is still alive. Eventually built up the grab, but it's not the end of the world because they do win the team fight once again.
Wow, so Phantom and Thunder God are using their high ground so effectively. Thunder God's on that Ashe spot right there, and Phantom is playing the other high ground, so both are complementing each other really well. And Thunder God's pocketed, so both are uncontested, and this means it's doom for Infernal Dragons to walk into unless they're contesting those DPSs.
I'm
They're
sorry,
getting
but
tons of value right now.
what is this Junkrat meant to do here? What is their plan here? This seems like a ranked anger swap right now. Because this Junkrat can't do anything, he's just going to get taken out. Look at that, bomb coming straight away. Reinhardt just get forced to the other side. BJB almost goes down, and speed's uncorrected. Duffy managed to take out Florence. I can't even, I've lost controls. Look at that, two picks were already found. Thunder God has to go on the point to try and win, but look at that, his conch is so low, he can't get healed up, he's just relying on Fineline to try and keep him alive there, and just Phantom and Thunder God just surround him and take him down.
Fineline are getting staggered badly. Oh dear, this cannot be good. Oh, that's the stagger. Well, Infernal, I'm not sure about that Junkrat pick either, because sure, he's building all charge, maybe the tie can be big, but you're playing into a double hit scan. The Ashe is all the way on the high ground, who's gonna kill you before you even manage to make a jump over there, especially given the fact that she's pocketed. So I have no idea what the Junkrat pick is for. You could even have picked Widow, maybe try to find an angle on the Ashe.
Perhaps Duffy has muted this mic, and he's muted this mic, he's left voice chat, he's just going, BJB throwing in a bob very aggressively. Managed to find Fineliner somehow. I'm not entirely sure how, and Duffy's here just trying to keep them at bay, just going to slowly rotate back. Phantom is just trying to take him, it's not a Phantom, it's Thunder God, sorry. And look at that, they're just, Infernal were disengaging, they've had probably one good fight so far, now it's their first, and ever since then it's just been a slaughter with Thunder God and Phantom just taking them out. What they're not doing, they're not sending anyone to really deal with Thunder God. They tried it with the TP, but it's just not enough.
Wow, so both those DPSs on the side of Illusion M, they're left uncontested and they're popping off. You can see Phantom's impact, you can feel it in your bones, in your veins, however you like to call it right now. He's been sensational on the McCree so far. Shatter.
Now they're coming out onto Leo right now. Thunder God, Thorax is getting pressure. He's probably going to go down to Sky Commander right now. But look at that, Bob coming out, takes out Bob somehow from Mako. Interesting. Not entirely sure what happened there. Bob used to just make sure they can't build up any O. And look at that, Duffy just has to get out. He found nothing really. Maybe he found nothing with his Riptide.
He found the Mercy. He found Max.
It's just not enough. Look, Conch is one. He's just going to get meleeed by Thunder God and die. They're just staggering themselves right now. Duffy is running in, just hoping BJB staggers him. No idea what he's hoping for. Duffy, get out of there! What is he doing? He's just staggered himself for 30 seconds.
Mako actually dropped Bob on point, hoping to make Illusion MC line. It worked for about 12-13% of it, but Thunder God was quick to see it and dropped his own Bob on point, so the C9 didn't quite happen. So you've got to credit Thunder God for that. Then managed to find a few picks here and there. And well, Illusion
does it really matter? Because they've had nearly 6 minutes. They've done nothing for the last 5. Ever since that first TP. Not entirely sure Sky Commander was hoping to eat there. Maybe a dynamite. But look at that bomb being thrown in right now. He's being very confident.
Bomb.
He was hoping to catch out one of the supporters there.
That's
I can give that to him.
Confidence you want to see right now.
But look at this. But look at this. They've split very 3-3 right now. They're hoping Sky Commander's got to pressure. Beats come out, bombs being used. They're just trying to cap up the point right now. High Noon is finally used. No idea where Phantom is. He's just somehow behind Conch. How are they allowing this? Just Fairliner's going to go down. Next up to follow is Sky Commander. I think the only one left is someone's name that looks like microphone passcode. But nice flick from Phantom at the end there, and just that was a slaughter. I've seen nature documentaries where the gazelles put up less of a chance of us against a lion. I don't even know the metaphor, because that was just utter nonsense I watched. Why is Duffy playing Junkrat? I don't get it.
Full credit to Illusion M though. The way BJB actually, if you saw BJB, he was on the high ground. He kept both their DPSs in check. He actually picked off Mako at the start of the fight by diving him, and then Mako tried to go for that health pack in the hut, which you come across as you're approaching second point. And he picked off Mako around that area, and then he just went to work with killing the other players off Infernal. So that's a great hold by Illusion M, considering what we thought was going to be complete stomp after that great attack from Infernal. After that, they just didn't seem to have a sense of direction. So similar mistakes as Illusion M were making. But the Junkrat pick was really questionable, just not much value. Sure, you found Max with your tire, but what else did you really do, realistically? You didn't really add much to your team's value. It was merely spam damage being healed by Illusion and supports to give them that advantage in team fights. And, well...
It's all in the past now. That's what it is. It's all in the past. They nearly got two. They got 2 ticks. It's not going to be a walk in the park for Illusion because we've seen how their attacks have gone so far. And here we go.
Mercy now on the side of Illusion M. This is going to be
compared to Standard Rush.
To run.
Standard Rush. Look at that. They're holding forward, and someone is disconnected. And actually, while they've disconnected, I can say I do just want to clear up my metaphor before. What I was trying to say before my brain decided to melt was oh, it's BJB. BJB is disconnected there. But before, just so I could clean up my metaphor, just before we get started, because someone said these comms are confusing. I was trying to say that Infernal Dragons fight against Illusion, it was just horrible. I've seen gazelles put up more of a fight against a lion in nature documentary. That's what I tried to say. It came out as pure gibberish, and the English language completely left my brain. But I mean, now we just wait for BJB. But we can actually talk about. Sorry for interrupting you before, but because I mean the match was about to start. BJB left. He couldn't handle it. He got confused by my comms as well. He's gone to look up a dictionary to find out what the hell I was trying to say.
That might be it actually. Yeah, he's probably looking at some advanced dictionary on his PlayStation. That's possible too. Although looking at current comp now, it's interesting indeed because Infernal, how could you not cap with more than 6 minutes to your tally? It was a mix of poor comps and just after their first and second fights, they just couldn't find that power back in, and Junkrat was just not the answer. And that's because Junkrat, well, he did damage, but it's not like his tire was super fast or anything.
He just gave BJB more damage blocked. That's all he did.
It's just not a wise pick into 2 hit scans, especially on the defense where you have an Ashe set up all the way on the high ground where you have almost no chance to flank either. So Duffy, playing with his team, just found no value in there, and well, Infernal, they really blew a chance to go up in the game. Not saying they're out of this. By no means are they being counted out. But they could have solidified their position just so much more than what they've done now. They need to be holding well. They want that 3-0 lead. Because if this goes to 2-1, then the momentum's going to slowly start shifting to Illusion M. You don't want that. You want to be securing this extremely.
You say they want that 3-0 lead, but first of all, they had to have 6 players in. Second of all, they also need to figure out what's wrong with their comp, because I'm seeing something very strange in that they're playing Far Mercy. Now, I don't like Far Mercy because a third of your team is just off doing their own thing, and you have to play around that. It's like playing with Bastion. But the thing is, the people they're running with that is Sim, Reinhardt, Anna. Now, in a Rush comp, Brainy, I mean, you know the game fairly well, and we've played quite a bit of Rush. That's how we went 6-0 basically.
We have.
I might be wrong about this, but the whole point of Rush is that you want to isolate one player on the enemy team and basically melt them. That's a very just standard version of it, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, when you're in a 4v6, it becomes very easy to win that, because one of your healers and DPS is off in the sky shooting into a shield. So I really don't know what they're planning on doing here, because it just seems like a Frankenstein comp which some guy has sat down and just done a whole bunch of helium and gone, you know what, I've got an idea. Farah. It just seems like nonsense.
Well, it's not... In theory, I think what they are trying to do is use that Far Mercy as a means of distraction and just add that extra pressure from another angle. They may be trying to overwhelm the Rhine from more than one angle, like the main team on one end, and then you have Thunder God damage boosted, looking to pressure the supports.
BJB is back.
Yeah, he is back.
We can unpause, and we can see. Is he actually back in the server?
That I don't know because it still shows 4 players for me. But on what about on your screen? What does it
Show
show?
lobby.
Shows...
He's back in. He's back in. Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
You can unpause. But yeah, I can see. I can see what you mean by the far. Obviously, I know what the game plan is, but just the very easy way to counter that is you just push the main tank, especially since right now they have no off tank.
That's true. Well, they'll have to wait for BJB to pick now. Yeah.
You're gonna unpause?
Yeah, but because Infernal haven't said anything about being ready.
I thought Duffy said ready.
Oh, did he?
I thought he... No, maybe, no, he hasn't. Sorry.
That was Max.
Yeah, sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, you can't... I don't know why Illusion are just spamming ready. We can see you're ready. But... But, yeah, I mean...
Yeah. I need Infernal's reply.
Thunder God has got a slight advantage here. In that they don't have a diva. So there's really nothing to block that spam. No defense matrix. So that's the one thing. It's going to be on Duffy right now to try and counter this.
Okay, we're ready.
He's ready. We're ready. We can go back in. We can finally try and sort my brain out after Junkrat. I've had time to process it. I'm fine. But here we go. They're just going to be waiting for BJB to quickly come back from spawn. And look at that. Look how aggressive Coach is when he goes in. Conch, not Coach. Conch, he does get anti-nade. He has to back out. And they're just waiting for Phantoms.
Oh!
Duffy found Max. That's and then to the far push right now. Look at that. Somehow Thunder God is just still in the sky.
This push is going to crumble without the mercy. BJB already gets demaxed. So what happened with Max was actually that as Thunder God and Max were trying to go in, Max actually got stuck. Do you know that window on the right side of the defenders? Max got blocked there as he tried to fly to Thunder God, so he was just that bit late in actually making that rotation, and Duffy found great shots in the sky to take him down. Although Inferno, oh my god, Thunder!
I'm just sorry, but insanely poor positioning from the DPS for the side of Inferno lost them that fight. Insanely poor. Once that TP came down, they decided to rotate to the right, where they were just very easily found and focused out instead of backing up to their team onto the point. That's just horrible. That's some anti-synergy right there. No idea what they were thinking.
That was great from Thunder God and the rest of the team. Whoever did stay alive. I don't think BGB actually died in that miss, despite getting demacked.
Yeah.
Very, very good carry there by Thunder. He's shown his potential now. On this Pharah, he's not been bad at all. He's already got barrage.
Just insane.
Massive!
Oh, that's the time where you want a diva. Sky Commander does manage to find the pick, and the maximum does go down. Phantom is stepped on point. Charge coming in right now. Just a bit strange right now. There's no real follow up. Everyone's sort of all over the place. Somehow Leo was up in the stairway for some reason. They seem to be. They might be able to get a tick from this. Duffy doesn't jump on. No, he's keeping it.
Massive from this team.
He's keeping it. High Noon does get forced out. Leo has to back out because he's anti-naded, but Phantom is still alive. They have to use B to try and stay in this right now. Yeah, they have to use B. Max does come back. He's able to heal up Leo, but he's still holding shield. And look at that. Blizzard comes out. They're still trying to fight this. Yeah, but it's also Blizzard. I think forcing out Blizzard wasn't that bad. Yeah, Leo should have kept Shatter 100%. But
yeah,
forcing out Blizzard is not the end of the world.
Given that the
Max res Leo
as well.
Sorry, the fight's not over. Max res Leo, so he's just going to get staggered again. What, Max?
Unbelievable. They tried too hard to try and carry that fight. The issue was that there were only 3-4 people on point, even when Leo was nanoed, and the potential was there, yes, but using that shatter after you've actually lost BJB, not a wise move at all, and this might come back to haunt them.
The only way that res makes sense is if Max is being paid in prime subs. Res is forced out, and they're TPing straight onto point right now, and they're keeping the soldier from Duffy. Look at that, charging straight forward, anti-nade onto Conch, but he gets...
massive anti.
Yeah, massive anti. Stops the healing coming through from the res. But Max, Fineliner just flies into BJB's bomb. He doesn't get out in time. Duffy is just on the point. This looks like it's going to be one for Illusion. Thunder God is just on the high ground right now, popping heads. There's no one to contest him because they can't give up They can't give up any more percentage. Look at that.
Just clean up for Illusion M now.
Yeah, this is just Thunder God in the shooting range.
Oh, they found 2 picks though.
It's not enough.
Oh, they can't touch. It's just not gonna be enough.
Illusion M win in the strangest way possible.
Well, it may be strange, but it is not too late to bring out that greatness game of theirs, because that was a great win, rightfully deserved for Illusion M. Strange as it was from Infernal, this felt like them capitalizing on Infernal's mistake more than them being great, but actually I would be kind of wrong if I said that, because look at Phantom and Thunder. The carry potential you're seeing in those guys is not something that you can say that, oh, all they did was they made less mistakes, because those 2 guys have been phenomenal. The Pharah pick, I didn't think that. I was talking about what happened to Max, because I thought that Illusion M were gonna lose the fight, but no, Thunder out there comes and proves me wrong. He spits in my face. He's like, "No, Brainy, fuck you. I'm taking this fight." Right? Sorry for the swearing on stream. I hope that's not a big deal.
It's fine. It's fine. I swear all the time.
Yeah, guys, don't get me banned, please. So, to wrap up that fight, Illusion M, big pick onto Mako, forces the rest from Fineliner, and after that, it was a great teleport on point. This time, we actually saw the great side of Illusion M, where that rotation was made cleanly and effectively by their team. All together on point, playing together as a team, focusing targets pretty well in that fight, if you guys were paying attention there on stream, which I'm sure you were, because look at that. That was brilliant. And Thunder got completely uncontested on the high ground, just outputting that solid, consistent damage on Ashe. It was really great to see Illusion M with their brilliant rotations this time, capitalizing on what Infernal did wrong. They're 2-1 now, and they are still very much in this. Maybe they found that lineup that they need to be running now.
I am surprised that who was it? Was it Duffy? No, it was Mako on the Ashe. He didn't take advantage of the high ground that Thunder God put himself on to be able to sort of split the attention. He didn't take advantage of that. He was playing in that window quite a bit.
Yeah, Mako didn't make use of that position like Thunder God did. He was playing the one of the main high grounds, the one that connects to the main entrance of point B. So he's playing there because he's trying to get those big dynamites up close, instead of playing a better position on that right side high ground where he would be much harder to touch. I don't know what his plan was there. Maybe he just wanted to take bigger risks and get picks up close, but that's not how you're meant to play Ashe. You are sacrificing your survivability there, really. So, mistakes from Infernal. 6 minutes and they still couldn't cap it. That came to haunt them indeed, like we were saying. It just looks much better for Illusion M now, and we might see a very different Illusion M team on Escort.
Well, I mean, Havana is now the next map. Interesting, and I reckon we're going to see Rush again. I now understand why people hate watching Rush, because it's just chaos. It's hurting my head watching it. Also, decision making is hurting my head. It's just, ow.
Well, Rush is... this was expected, to be honest. I believe both teams are going to run Rush and try to spawn camp each other. This is what we look for. We want to see a team actually
Have we swapped over Illusion M and Infernal Dragons again?
Yeah, we already have. No, now we don't need to because it's map 4. We're going to do it for map 5.
No, map 5 is Control.
Yeah, map 5 is Control, and then we'll
I thought you swapped them both times. I thought you swapped them both times. Like every time you swap attack and defense. So way no team is attacking or defending twice in a row.
No, it's twice in a row. So like first 2 maps, it was.
Remember, it's Control first map. So neither team.
First two maps, it was Illusion M who were on the blue team. On the red team, and now for the next 2 maps, they're going to be on the blue team.
I thought it goes 50-50, Brainy. Like Illusion attack, then Infernal attack, Illusion attack, then Infernal attack. You swap it each time.
Oh yeah, because if I change that now, it would be kind of unfair. Because mostly in scrims and matches, we tend to do it like after 2. Now it's a little bit different because it's a playoff game. But let's just keep it 2-2, otherwise it might get unfair for one team. It hasn't
been 2-2.
No, I mean...
It's been 1-1.
I mean that... No, because one of the maps is controlled, but they were still on the red side or the blue side, for example.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Both teams are attacking their first point.
Alright, so that means we are putting Illusion M back on attack.
Yeah. Just so there's no ill will in that. Oh, we've defended twice in a row. Yeah, you've had equal chances. You're both attacking and defending. It swaps each time. No one can complain. No one can shout at me for doing something wrong. You can all
no,
just...
it's not wrong. But sure, this is the way we're gonna go.
So, chat, who do you think is winning? So, who do you think is gonna win this now? Do you think Illusion can make a comeback, or are you gonna keep spamming weird emotes in my chat?
Spam weird emotes in chat. That's more entertaining, isn't it? Alright, I'm wondering if they're gonna make any swaps here. I'm checking with them.
They don't seem to be.
They might keep this.
I don't even know who hard team carry is. Swap Sky with Dealstar. Okay, so Dealstar's being Sky. No, Sky.
Yes.
Sky stays. What? Who is this playing side? It's probably Sky. Ignore waiting. Okay, so Dealstar is coming back in.
Is he? Let me see. Okay, yeah. Because even though they kind of made up their minds, well, problem was. Because the captain is saying Dealstar, the other guy is like Sky. Who the other guy is, I have no clue. Dead Hamster. I think that was him. Whoops! Sky, I am so sorry.
Did you ban him? Oh god.
I accidentally removed him from the game. That was my mistake.
It's fine. Sky is not going to be in the game anymore. That's what we've established. Sky is now banned.
Oh my god.
Huh.
Alright, so that's where Sky goes.
And everyone is ready, so let's get straight into it. I hope eventually we'll see something that isn't Rush. Because I was hoping we'd see a lot of Winston today. I was looking forward to watching Leo and Winston.
Although, to be fair on Havana, this is Infernal Dragons pick, by the way.
Yeah.
Because, well, it doesn't make sense in this current meta to not give it a shot at spawn camping. For both teams, really. If you're not spawn camping, trying to run down that clock, then, well, you're kind of at a disadvantage. There's an interesting picture in the Discord chat if you're looking at it, Luke.
Yeah.
Alright, so both teams ready to go. I'll just check that.
Everyone said ready, Rainy.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we are beginning again. This will be fun to spectate. Who do you think has an advantage coming into this, Luke? Like, we saw that Infernal had the map pick.
Like, on the straight up Rush, I think it's going to be Infernal. But with Phantom, because I think if they have to play anything other than... Max has to play anything other than Mercy, sorry. If he has to play the Lucio or Brig, I think he's going to get run over. But actually, no, he could be playing the Baptiste maybe or Moira, which could be a lot more his style.
He's not actually about Lucio when I've watched him play. He might pull that out. No, he's on Mercy. BJB's on the Hog. Okay.
Now, here we go. They're running out with the Rush to spawn camp. How long can they hold? This is what I want to see. He'll start playing the Diva, which is what I expected to play before, but he's just played Zarya so far. And
yes.
They're crouching. I hope no one finds out that they're playing Rush.
Well, BJB on the Hog, I'm presuming that this is either just a troll pick or this is something they're going to use to defend against the spawn camp. And our Infernal, yes, they are certainly spawn camping this. This will be one hell of a fight to watch. I wonder if BJB is going to keep this Hog. It looks like he is. Maybe to help against that spawn camp. I wouldn't be all that surprised.
They're keeping it. Interesting. What are they looking to find here? They'll start swapping onto the Diva, so he's actually going to be able to try and... Oh, he went for the hook there. Leo on the Diva. I'm not entirely sure what he's hoping to find there. But Phantom goes down to 1. Nothing really found. Dilstar wasn't able to eat that. And fine liner.
Pick by Thunder God.
Yeah, Dilstar's not eating up the spam. He's just it's just complete chaos. Phantom is up on the flank right now, just getting in damage. No one is really looking out for fire in the sky. Dilstar's trying to, but he goes too far and is going to get DMX. Wow. That's that fight now over. BJB is probably going to get found here. No, he's got his brief out, and that's it. They that was just not very well played.
That wasn't a lot of time wasted at all. The problem with the Infernal is that they were playing so split with the rush. You're not supposed to play so split with the rush. They were out on main, easy prey to Thunder God's rockets. No idea why they would want to play by the road. They didn't use any sort of natural cover. They just didn't have any sort of backup. Dilstar wasn't eating up the spam damage that he needs to, not diving the Pharah.
It doesn't help that Duffy right now is just missing. He's not really hitting these shots. BJB is playing quite far forward. He gets moved back into Blizzard, so he's mostly going to get found here. But look at that. Thunder God is just sitting up in the eye, having the time of his life. No McCree's hitting him. Diva's just feeding, trying every time tries to push him. He's playing Ground Fire right now. He thinks he's playing Team Fortress 2. And look at that. Dilstar's just throwing in the bomb right now. Is he going to be found? Does find Max. That's going to be
Max.
That should be that push done. They should back out right now.
Almost manages to pick Thunder. Great shots onto Phantom. He actually got a body shot and a headshot. BJB, this is where his Hawk pick is not looking good. He probably should have swapped onto the Rhine or something after that, because wow,
I'm not really sure what the strategy is here. Why play the Diva? Why not play Narissa or Sigma or even Bull? Just play Bull, because it'd be something that isn't Diva. Oh, Thunder God.
That's a bad barrage, but he's kept alive with the nano boost, and he picks up Geysis, which is actually massive. Thunder God trying to go to town here, but he hasn't found any impact whatsoever. Duffy's alive. They've got the sound barrier.
Duffy's high noon isn't really finding anything right now. He's just sort of holding it. But Conch is down there. He finds the Mercy. He finds the Mercy. Just everyone knew he has to back out right now. Just going to get found. But look at that. Thunder God is literally just in the air. No one is shooting him. Duffy isn't hitting these shots, but Phantom is. Phantom is finding the picks. Look at this Thunder God. It's just literally running through them.
Oh, Phantom's
There's
on fire
nothing
now.
he can do. Thunder God's finally going to take down. I'm going to call him My Password, because I really don't know how to pronounce that name. My Password is literally just killing the fire himself. He's doing all the work. He's trying to keep Conch alive. BJB is trying his best to take him out. And look at that. Leo finally swapped over onto Reinhardt, which is something they mentioned before. But right now they're just filming Coach.
Get shut down by Duffy.
About time as well, because he's been in the air for too long. But look, they haven't pushed it at all. They've spent more time holding it at this corner here. Nice. It's going to be a high noon for the ages right now, hopefully, coming out from Phantom. He managed to find Fireliner, so it is. Look at that, he goes in. Maybe he thought it was over.
Phantom. Phantom's finding that impact. He's still getting these picks constantly, despite how scrappy this fight is going. He's been the one stable DPS on the team right now. Thunder God's been very on and off, but Phantom, he's been great.
Phantom's been on the whole time. But it's just... Duffy's aim just isn't cutting it right now, I'm sorry. But he's just missing so many shots, either point blank or when he's at the perfect distance to McCree. Like right now, what is he doing? Why is he in this position? Why isn't he trying to fall back to his team? Why is he hiding? Why is he playing Spy? Why is he playing like a Sombra?
Thunder God losing his value on the forest slowly. A lot of it came from Phantom. He certainly... You could argue that he carried them in that team fight. His McCree is going great so far. Although Thunder God has a barrage to work with, he might just pull it out. Leo gets a pick onto cut over Conch, by the way. That is a big
I'm
stagger.
not entirely sure why Conch was there, why he was pushing so far forward, why didn't he just back out and let My Password, heal me up. But also, Mako on the Ashe now, I don't really understand that pick. Why not play something like a Tracer to try and harass? Mako somehow found...
Oh, big pick by Mako, as you say that.
How did Mako find the pick onto Phantom? Why was he able to back out in time? Bomb coming out, it's really going to find him. It does find Dilstar actually, I was mistaken because he got demec'd. But Thunder God's... I'm so confused. They're just not able to adapt to this Far Mercy pick. Honestly, it's like ranked right now. Because it's just complete chaos. People are going in and staggering themselves with picks. I'm still not entirely sure why My Password swapped off the Baptiste, because I like that pick.
To be honest, it's not the Pharah pick that's having a lot of impact, but the fact that they're not... He's been kind of weak on the Pharah after his first barrage, but the rest of Illusion M really stepping up. Phantom's been on fire so far. BJB's been pretty good with the peeling.
I do agree.
Stable tank for the team.
I do agree with you that Thunder God hasn't been finding impact. He actually hit a nice shot there.
Oh, now
but just the actual pressure, or just his presence is doing enough right now that everyone has to look at him, and Duffy to put all his attention on him, but all of his attention is just enough because it's just taking him out of the fight because he's not hitting any shots. So it's just Thunder God rolling through everyone else because he knows he can just walk straight up. He doesn't have to worry about Mako though, who has been trying to keep him at bay. And here we go, swapping onto the Orisa now, finally something that isn't Reinhardt. They're actually going to try and bunker down on this last point right now.
This is interesting because Thunder God, he's finding the consistent damage, but not much impact otherwise.
Bob gets thrown off the map.
These guys are still looking at him. Yeah, Bob's not going to find any value from down there.
Phantom going for a nice flank right now. Only really going to find Nana. Frontliner just runs at him.
That's a great barrage by Thunder God. Finds Duffy and Mako, so he's dealt with both his counters in a very fashionable manner. And Illusioner might just finish this with time. This is looking so good for them.
This is something you don't often see on Havana. People actually finishing with time. Everyone's just on the point now. Leo's just going to get nanoed up, and that's it. I've no idea what's happening. Just Infernal Dragons are crumbling. They just can't seem to deal with one Pharah. Dealstar isn't properly flying up and dealing with them. Duffy isn't hitting his shots. I hate to say it, but I do feel like the blame is falling onto him. That McCree needs to be the one dealing with the Pharah, if not the Diva. Or both of them. It needs to be both. It's not just a joint effort. But just the main damage is going to keep Pharah away. He's not hitting his shots. He just doesn't have the mechanics for it.
You know, another issue with the reason why Mercy was ruling the sky so much, it's not completely Duffy's fault. Yes, he's not been mechanically so sound, but you haven't really seen Dillstar really try and dive the Mercy to try to keep them at bay. None of that was happening. Dillstar was mostly with his team, just spamming the damage.
You say that, yeah, we did see it once. We saw it once, and he fed. He jumped straight into the enemy team. He didn't use his boosters to pressure and come back. He just flew straight in, jumped into BJB's Hog sounds dirty, but he jumped into BJB and just got instantly demexed. And that was at the very start of the game, and he gave up trying since then.
Yeah, and that's not something you can just give up because he did not look good on that Diva. The fact that
I like this from Illusion. They're playing underneath so they don't get hurt, but I think Dealstar was caught on. Yeah, he's saying hello. He's caught on. It was a nice attempt, but I like this aggressive. I'm not sure why. Yeah,
I know I've realised. Look at Illusion. They're finally finding their mark here. They are actually.
But look at that. Conch's already found the first pick. They are holding. Look at that, they're pushing forward. Conch, sorry, what just happened there?
Max finds Conch.
Yeah, Conch just gets stand up because he's all alone. Because look where Dealstar is. He's caught off on the flank, and that one pick doesn't seem to be enough right now. BJB is probably going to make his way back beforehand.
Oh dear, this is a better hold already from Illusion M. This is great, despite losing that pick.
Look at that, Bubble comes out early.
The Reinhardt.
What? I thought I just heard beat use then. Look at that, they're just falling back. Another pick found on the side, but is this actually going to be enough? Okay, they're disengaging. They know the Mei isn't there, so they've got no one to back up. So they're just going to back up and try and re-engage. They held for a good minute, and that seemed to be enough. But they're using... Oh, look at that. Nanos comes out. Nano comes out onto Conch. This is what I want to see. Nice shatter. Is Phantom going to be able to... No, Phantom's shatter gets cancelled. I didn't think he was in range. That did seem to not max away. But I think right now, Max hasn't actually been looking too shabby. Conch is just somehow... I'm not entirely sure what Florix did there. He did a Houdini and just disappeared from Conch's screen. And he doesn't know what happened either.
Well, that's where Illusion M, they were looking better, slightly better on the hold. We saw them rotate back as a team. Problem was, Infernal Dragons used their shatter really well. Despite the immortality from Illusion M, they played around that really well, so good job.
Look at this, Phantom, look at this, Phantom's going for a flank again. Mako coming out straight with the EMP, I actually managed to catch that. And look at this, Thunder God is just trying to scream up Conch right now. Not a whole lot happening. Immo comes out and so does Beat for the side of Max. Well, that gets melted instantly. But they're still losing, despite finally even putting into his Beat. Hat comes out but onto Leo, but he's just going to hide around the corner. And that's going to be that push through. EMP, Beat, Fineliner dying is just a cherry on top. I used to think Dealstar throwing grab there. And there we go, he's swapping... He's swapping onto...
Illusion M looking strong now. Very cleanly executed fight right on the payload. Found the picks quickly, and now they are back in position to try and hold them off again. They have the Shatter and the Diva Bomb to work with. They might look for a combo. They've got Amp Matrix to create space as well. This is looking very good for Illusion M. Infernal, it's gonna be a while until they get that EMP. They do find Leo with a hack.
Yeah, but bomb comes out. Leo does go down to max, and that's going to be Conch. Sorry, is going to go down to max. That fight's going to be over again. I don't really know why Conch used Shatter there. Seems like a bit of a waste. He might be getting a bit. Leo, sorry, he got overconfident, not Conch. Conch just died. He was just back in spawn, but I don't really know why that Shatter was used. All he did was stun Nana for a couple of seconds, so he might regret doing that. Phantom is going to have his ult. So this is how is he going to use this? Is Dealstar going to catch on?
This is so much pressure for Infernal now. If they go to 2-2, this momentum is with Illusion, and they are looking the far stronger team now. Sides flip and their rotations are looking the better ones. It's a big EMP, but where's the follow-up?
That's what I'm thinking. It's a 3-man EMP. Conscious jumps
Massive
in. Phantom gets a 3P. Phantom is redefining MVP, most valuable Phantom right now. So, I'm so confused. Dealstar is right now in a 1v1 against Max. This is where you want to see the battle of the tanks. And they're just stunning.
Good stagger there. And Dealstar's not going to be respawning until quite a while. Infernal have to touch or they are doomed to the full. They're getting held on this first point here.
Conch is gonna have to Conch. Oh, Max man, Leo managed to react to that.
That's a big block by Leo.
Leo did. Oh, Wall comes out from Thunder God, stopping the pin. Coming forward, that Nano does go to use. Conch is actually about to build up another Shatter. He's already at 95%. He's already got it. It's going down. He's slamming. He finds two. He's going to win this fight. I'm going to use a much better time. He's the Bonnie Tyler. He's their hero. That's what Infernal needs right now. I need a hero. This is Conch right now. Built up a Shatter in 20 seconds. That is the famous 18-second Shatter which I created.
Brilliant stuff from Conch. Truly spectacular. He's the sole reason pretty much why they managed to win that fight. But
BJB does have Bob. Look at that. Thunder God jumps down. He catches him. They actually need to touch the point, however. So nice from Dealstar. Dealstar getting a 3K. BJB fucking running out of Conch right there. Just trying to kill him with the Meg, which I like to see. And there we go. Everyone's started to come alive on Illusion.
We thought Illusion M were trying to. They were going to hold that. They were going to pull off Houston Outlaws versus Shock, but not quite. With Conch actually doing that shatter so quickly.
I'm actually quite confused as to how Conch saved the light there, because Thunder God jumped right behind him and got a nice wall which split him off completely. So not really sure. Maybe he cancelled wall, but I did miss how Conch managed to stay alive right now. No one's currently moving carts, so they're trying to take the fight up top. There we go. Someone's actually remembered. And look at that. They're choosing to stay up top. Fine Line's going to get down. Phantom using his ult. Not really going to find anything. He's just using it really to reload.
Interesting shatter play from Leo. He only found Conch, I believe, from there. And right now it's very scrappy, but
Illusion do come out on top.
Infernal. They do, and the thing that Infernal needs to be doing is actually following up on Mako's hacks, because countless times he's hacked Leo the Reinhardt and not followed up on that, because he's been out in the open, and gotten hacked, and there was just practically no damage done to him. It's not even like they tried to focus Leo.
Sorry,
even when he was hacked.
So I'm guessing BJB. Is it BJB again? We can just check.
Might be.
I can't tell. I just see Sky come on the roof in the game, and that just made me chuckle a bit. So who was DC'd? It wasn't you. Oh, it's Duffy.
It's Duffy.
Duffy has lost us. I think they do lose. What's it? High Noon, which is quite sad.
Yeah, they do. No, that's not good.
But to be fair, High Noon is just a glorified role, so it's really not the biggest deal.
Well, maybe you could find a 3K like Phantom, but Phantom is Phantom, so comparisons are useless.
As we look, actually, what I'll do, just so in case anyone joins, that's not going to. Actually, yeah, I can do this. That way, no one can actually see if anyone from Illusion joins. You can't actually see what's happening. So we'll currently just be looking at my stats, if anyone really cares. But what do you think of Infernal right now? Because they are currently 2-1 up, but they do seem to be losing the series.
They're still in the lead on the series, but they are certainly losing the momentum right now. This looks like Illusion M will take this map, but again, nothing's 100% certain. It never is. Problem with Infernal is they're just not following up on Mako's hacks and EMPs, or the fact that Mako maybe is too early and doesn't time those engages right because his team is never there. They're playing really far back.
I actually think we had this exact same conversation before on this exact map with Mako on Havana not being able. Duffy's back into this game, we'll get it so quickly, but I think we had the exact same problem before where Mako was basically invisible on the Sombra.
That's true. He held his EMP for about, what, 5-6 minutes?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Is Duffy actually back in the server? That way we can get started as quickly as possible.
Not yet. We're still waiting to add Duffy. Hold up.
Hard team carry. That's sad to hear. If it makes you feel better, a baby puppy was probably just born. So, you know, smile.
Yay. We love puppies, guys.
Have you moved? Yeah, there we go. Is everyone ready? I'm smiling now. Oh, that's nice to hear. You're welcome. I'm glad I made someone's day. Now I just need to make mine. Brainy, can you tell me something nice? How's your driving test going? Because I like it when my friends are happy.
My driving test. I'm actually getting my final test on the 29th of June. So if I get that, then I can get my license when I turn 18. So that test will decide everything. My classes start from 23rd of June. So it's going to be pretty exciting. It's going to be 5 days of class, and then we see how it goes in the final.
Do you know what? The one thing that makes me happier than my friends being happy is both teams being ready. We can get back into it. I can finally stop looking at my sad stats screen.
Let's do this.
So here we go, finally getting back into it.
Let's go.
I'm guessing. I wonder if they'll probably have to wait a couple of seconds for it actually to happen. What I swapped to there was Thunder Gods managed to catch out Mako and began freezing him. They managed to TP out in time. Here we go. Look at that. Mako's asleep. What is happening? He's getting destroyed.
What a
EMP's
sleep
not
by
going to.
Florox. Florox has been instrumental on this Ana so far, really getting that value with the nades.
Yeah.
Crucial sleep in a very crucial moment as well, because Mako had that EMP ready to go, and now they're drawn down to the very last fight.
Dealstar. He's not gonna have his mech. It's just gonna be a lot of waste of time. I want to see Leo go aggressive here. Come on, Illusion, push. Look at that. They're pushing in. Thunderwood running in. Bomb coming in. Probably not needed. But can we see Leo actually manage to get out of this alive?
Time now. Leo might see his life being taken.
No,
it's a nano onto him. But big shadow by Conch, and he pins him down. And Conch getting a second pick onto BJB. Phantom does find Gaitis, so this is looking quite close actually. But Fineliner now pressing that advantage by picking off Maximum. Dilstar shoots Phantom in the head for the last few pellets, and
as good as that was, as well as that could have gone, it's now overtime. They're now not going to happen. Phantom's got High Noon, Shatter beat. This seems very winnable right now. Well, EMP from Mako has to go big, beyond big here, and he's going to get caught out. He's not going to have it. It's not going to be available. Beat's going to come out. EMP needs to come out now to be able to cancel it. Phantom's going to be sitting on this high ground. We know we can get out. 4-man EMP. High Noon's going to come out. Who's he going to find? No one right now. Maybe Fineliner if he pushes his head. Yes, it is. Nice shatter from Leo taking him down. Duffy coming out right now, trying to match the shatter, and they can't touch the point. Brainy his C9, sorry, he's disconnected, but we'll deal with that in a second.
Okay, we got DC there, look, but that C9 right there, that was insane.
I don't know what's happening. We've had the C9. It's 2-2. 2-2 going into the fifth map.
Like, you had Duffy using the Deadeye, so you thought like, okay, Duffy's probably trying to zone them off. But then they got walled off, and no one really tried to go around the wall. Everyone's super passive on the side of Infernal. It's 2-2 to both teams now. This is a series.
Also, for the people in chat, what happened with that DC there was that someone logged into Duffy's account, so he got signed out, which is why he disconnected, which is actually quite funny. But you see, what happened there with Mako, which I think lost him the series, was that he got pressured out. He went too far forward, and he had to TP out, but his TP was too far back. And he's not there to actually use EMP to counter Max's beat.
Oh dear. Wow, the way that panned out. The chaotic last fight, Illusion M, they made good use of their ultimates. It was a scrappy fight again, but Phantom managed to find Fineliner, and while the picks were being traded back and forth, Illusion, while they still had the advantage, Infernal still had 4 people out there. They had no reason to C9. Who cares about a May wall? You go around it. There clearly was still space. And they didn't make use of Duffy's zoning ability after Phantom used his Deadeye, so that was poor on Infernal's end, but give plenty of credit to Illusion M because they really stepped it up later. Phantom popping, Florox showed a different side of him there, dealing with Mako so well. And Thunder God being that consistent source of damage, it's really been helping. And Max, even though he's a tank main, he's been pretty good on the support as a fill. He's definitely added value to his team, value that the team's going to be grateful for. Leo and BJB doing their usual stuff, been brilliant on the tanks. They're picking themselves up, and this seems to be the team that is working for Illusion M, even under the rough circumstances of missing some of their key players.
And while I think everything is just getting sorted out right now, I'm going to quickly send this to a break, just so me and Brennan can have a breather, and we'll see you back in 1 minute.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
see you
there
guys.
We go. 1 minute.
I want to color cast Luke. It's okay. I can talk about the game as well, but sometimes you go into the color as well, and then I feel like, okay, I'm not talking enough.
It's just me just trying to get back and just carry on talking because it was in between the fights. It's what is happening.
Yeah, I get that, but don't be afraid to like pass it over to me and take some moment to breathe because I can talk about it. It's not a problem, even if it's. And if I need to do play-by-play in the middle, I do that as well. It's not an issue. But what a series! Holy shit!
And we're back in 15, so get ready.
Oh yeah. Yes, this is going to be quite the game to watch. I think Illusion M got this.
And we are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be really fun. It's 2-2 the score. We are glad to have you back on board. And fifth map is going to be a control map. And the teams have... Infernal Dragon has the choice of the map. They can pick between... Well, since the first map was Oasis, they have a choice between Nepal, Ilios, and Lijiang Tower. So, Luke, any idea which map they could go with, or have they decided yet?
There's 1 in 3, and no, I've been looking at Twitch chat, but it's so interesting, this series, where the Infernal seem to have the winning the head-to-head in the rush. Then the moment Phantom sorts onto DPS, they lose all composure. They keep swapping out their off-tanks, which is quite strange. And 14 minutes and 3 got hacked. 3 was not hacked. Jesus Christ.
I think having Phantom back on its main role was the best decision Illusion M made because that's where you're having the most impact together. Because Phantom on the DPS, that's where you really want him. He's been instrumental to his team on that McCree. He's been phenomenal, hitting shots after shots, finding massive deadeyes after deadeyes, and it feels like his swap onto DPS was particularly the most impactful, and I think they should keep this team. They have no reason to change it up now. This is the team that seems to be working, and they are coming for those 4 points and for that grand final spot against Xanity Esports. Okay, so looks like Infernal have picked Lijiang Tower to go with. And this is interesting because, well, Lijiang is going to be a map where I'm expecting the rush on control. I'm expecting rush on all maps, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if both teams pull out the sim again.
Would you really expect it on Garden? Because I'm not. I hope to see Winston. We haven't seen Winston, so Lee will be right back, so we have time. We have time to talk about what we can see if you just want to swap it over to Lijiang. But I think you're right. On Night Market and Control Center, we're definitely going to see variations of Rush. I can see Sim being played on Night Market with the Mei, obviously to get the early TP, and you can quite easily control the chokes. And the Control Center, you've got those tight choke points to be spamming down. But Garden, I can definitely see Winston comps being played. But okay, I say we can. I want to see.
Well, Garden is one of those maps where Thunder can pull out the Pharah again. I wouldn't be surprised seeing how they've made it work so far. And well, the Pharah pick can be really powerful because if you're able to take advantage of the fact that Illusion M, well, they're making this Pharah work because Thunder God's just being uncontested. So if he's gonna continue to remain uncontested, they can abuse this. They can farm Duffy forever as we head into the game if they do get into Garden. Otherwise, I'm thinking that both teams, as you said, will run the sim when it comes to Night Market and Control Center. We can see similar variations. I don't think they'll quite keep the sim on Control Center. They might want to run standard May McCree, or they'll sub out the May for the Junkrat. That could be a possibility too. Or the McCree for the Junkrat. It really could go either way. And now I'm excited because this is Infernal's pick. This is the third time it's their map pick. Third time, I think second. Yeah, second. No, third. No, second time. Yeah, second time they're picking the map. So what's happening now is, well, it's a map that's loved by the community. They want to be making this work. They want to be making their map picks count.
I mean, map picks count. It's a best of 7. Both teams are ready. Let's get into the 5th map. This will be the 3rd point. Whoever wins this will go out to match point. And remember, these last 3 maps have all been the choice of Infernal Dragons. So it's so the only team so far to actually win their map pick is Illusion with Hanamura.
That's pretty good, actually. The fact that they went into Hanamura, I feel like one of the reasons they could have gone into Hanamura is to capitalize on the fact that maybe both teams are weak on that map. They don't want to play on a map where Infernal is really strong. Maybe they wanted to take Infernal to their weakest map and play it out there. Or maybe they found their strength in Hanamura. Whatever it is, that Hanamura map pick was key and it brought them back into this game. It's 2-2. This game can very much go either side, but the momentum is clearly with Illusion M right now. And we may very well see a reverse sweep. Not the most major reverse sweep, unless it was like a 3-0 to Infernal.
Yeah, it's not like a May Melee.
Yeah, turning it around. True. Oh, you mean June Doused?
No, the May Melee where Seoul went 3-0 up against Shanghai. Last year, 2020.
Oh, 2020. Okay, yeah.
Why are they running? They're running Rush. I'm so upset. Thunder God coming out on the Far Mercy right now while Duffy is playing the sim. They're going to try and bunker down on points.
This was expected. This was definitely expected, though.
Both teams now just bunkering down on points, swinging on each other. More Reinhardt stuff. This is what we want to see right now. Coach is just forcing back. But somehow my password gets taken out.
Oh, but look at that. 2 picks pulled back by Infernal. Thunder God found value in those damage boost rockets, and he still is. Max does find the res onto Leo. Thunder God finally dies, but not before putting a ton of value in.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened. I think once my password went down, it was just quite easy picking for Thunder God and Phantom. I love that name I've come up with in my password. But look at this. Mako isn't swapped onto McCree. He's going to be the one trying to deal with Thunder God right now. Phantom building up to this symbol right now. Not entirely sure what I'm doing. You take over. I'm doing colour. I'm meant to be doing play-by-play.
This is brilliant.
Oh, the TPing onto point. Sorry to interrupt, but the TPing straight onto point. They've gone behind. This happened last time as well. They TP behind. They got split. Look at this. They just get melted.
Leo still finds the pick nonetheless. And, well, he's continuing to hammer people on point. Sky Commander pulls one back by picking
Max
off
somehow,
Lords, but Phantom,
Max
2 picks right off.
Phantom finds
suddenly.
2 picks, both healers down. Thunder God's just killed the 2 people.
Cleaning up for 2.
I thought once they found Max it would be over, but look at this. Leo right now is just running away from Fineliner to try to keep him at bay. Well, Thunder God, they go to pick everyone else up. BJB manages to peel. But look at that. Duffy now to swap onto the soldiers to be able to. I'm doing your colour again, sorry.
Well, now both teams have ultimates to work with. Well, Infernal a little bit behind. They have Deadeye to work with and use that with the shield, but in Illusion M clearly with the advantage. They've got 5 ultimates except for the Sim ult, and look at this. This should be their fight, but Thunder God gets picked up so early.
I mean, they've got 5 ults, but they were interested in a 6v5. High Noon coming out right now. Shatter coming down. Bomb being thrown out. So everything's being thrown. Everything but the kitchen sink is being thrown right now. 4 ults being thrown out right there. Not entirely sure that Valkyrie was needed and neither was Bomb, but they might regret that because they're gonna have the chance to touch again. But my password right now, he's not really finding anything on this Anna. I feel like that's been quite a problem. He just can't heal everyone up in time, especially with this poke coming down from Illusion. They're really having trouble with this Farah. Which is not really what you want to see. Look, they're going to be able to touch right now. As long as Conch does touch. He jumps in with the shatter, finds 4. He doesn't get the nano, however. Leo gets given his, so he's going to be able to swing back in. Beat does come out. Phantom doesn't. Sky Commander gets nano. He's going to go in the back line, trying to pick up the supports. But if he pushes forward, he's going to get caught by those turrets. This is what happened to Fineliner right now. Look at that. There's 3 people left. They're all at half HP. Fineliner jumps back on the point, but it's not enough. Mako gets taken down, so there's Fineliner. He's constantly be able to touch the ball. He hits the wall, but he does get caught by the turrets. Running destroys them. Max is just running back from the spawn, but it's not enough. Conch is just swinging for his dear life. Reminds me of
that's a big pick by Duffy.
It's a big pick, and he gets taken down, but Duffy goes down anyway. But it's not enough. Jesus Christ, that was such a strange series of events.
Wow, we thought you would think that they would at least try to contain Thunder God in some way. Maybe the hit scans play at range, but no, they're still playing so close up that they don't have the chance. They don't have the space to start doing damage to Thunder God. Thunder God gets those big barrages, those big off-angle picks, and just adds value to the team because honestly, Infernal cannot capitalize. They may as well have been better off playing the Reaper on that, so that at least he could deal with the Pharaoh up on inside the point. But now here we go, both teams running the Sim. Sky Commander and the Orisa. What's this?
Yeah, they're choosing to bunker down right now. Look at that. Infernal do get the early lead, so they're going to be able to get up a bit of better position start. Look at that, Sky Commander slightly caught out. They're forcing them back into the right side of spawn, but no, somehow Illusion come out on top. Leo just runs through everyone. That Orisa just isn't able to do her job properly. As Leo's just swinging through them as Reinhardt. Look at that, he's already got his shatter.
I mean, compare that to having a Diva on your team who's actually able to eat up all the damage so that your Ryan can go in, keep swinging, as well as the speed boost. Which, even though both teams have, Sky Commander's too slow. Look at that!
Phantom is just redefining MVP. Oh, Leo gets stunned out of his ult. That's not enough, sadly. But they are going to go on. Are they going to go on the offensive right now? Yeah, they kill Fineliner. Push, Illusion, push. Go for the offense. This is what we want to see from you. All you needed was Phantom on the DPS. Brilliant. Why would you ever put this man on support?
Wow, and the fact that the rotations are so much faster now, it feels like a breath of fresh air with Phantom on the DPS. That's a great dodge from Phantom, dodging that flash and picking up Duffy with his own flash and fan. Brilliant stuff from Phantom.
Mako did get a nice... sorry, Phantom managed to pick up Mako right there. He's putting him on his back, he's putting in the work, he's carrying some of the dead weight being put out right now.
Certainly. I mean, the rest of this team has stepped up really, really well, but Phantom is something else, a star right now of the team.
Look at this, they're pushing up to high ground now, they're bored of being pushed down the choke. They do stun BJP, they're going to force back, getting down to half HP. They are trying to force them out, they're bored of these turrets. Immortality pushed out, they're going to go early with this? Yeah, look at that.
Oh dear, look at Phantom.
Where is he?
What's he doing?
I don't even know where he is.
He's looking for it.
I lost him.
Phantom. The cheeky. Oh
he goes for the flank, I see. He's just behind them right now.
No one, but he's drawn attention to himself.
Out everywhere. Fineliner is going to be able to avoid that, but Supercharger gets wasted. So does Sky Commander's life. He gets jumped up. He takes down Florox and goddamn Thunder God, but he can't find the pin. Conch is just taken down. This looks like it's about to go the way of Illusion. They're going to go match point. Look at that. They're just forcing my password gets taken down. Mako does find Phantoms. That's going to be a lot of their damage taken down. But they seem to have TP. Yeah, they have TP, so he'll be able to get back quickly.
Unbelievable. That was very unlucky of Phantom to die there, but the way he kept Mako, the way he kept Mako in check, like kept Mako looking at him. Mako couldn't really get out without dying to Phantom possibly, and he finds him. Phantom up high ground.
Yeah, he's up high ground. He's doing what they've done before. He can't really find anything with it. Just creates a lot of space. It's just going to be. But Thunder God gets taken down by my password. That's going to be quite nice. Conch is back. Immortality's out. He's going to be able to disengage and let Conch stagger on for a bit longer. Fineliner's back as well. Look at that. They've got the staggers in right now, so this could be winnable. Oh no. Florox is back, he gets the heals in, Immortality down. Mako's back, yeah, he gets a rematch kill on Conch. Beat comes out, it's all but over.
Florox cleaning up, and that map is Illusion M's. They are 3-2 up. What a turn, what a chain of events that have been happening here, because look at Illusion M swinging this back in. Leo helping swing this game back into their favor. They've taken the lead now. 3-2, they just need to win one more map and they're through. what a momentum shift! Just what a completely different team we're seeing compared to the first two maps. Great rotations, much faster now. Now they are the ones setting the tempo, not Infernal anymore. And they seem to have found their focus fire. Playing together as a team, that's what they're actually doing now. That's what you love to see in this team. And one more map to go and they've won.
I mean, just what a swing. Really, I mean, really. The swing was Phantom coming in and just putting in that work. I think that's been the biggest shift we've seen so far. And with Hybrid coming up next, King's Row's already gone. That is a very good rush map. They have a Hollywood and Eichenwald to choose from. Neither of those are typical must-play rush maps. So I think the best thing for Infernal right now is they need to force Phantom off that McCree and to play something that he's uncomfortable. Not even uncomfortable with, just something that he can't hard carry on right now.
Yes, that's true. And the map that I think of for that instance, it's difficult because you think, okay, on Hollywood you normally can hold well with the double shield or rush comp. You can still play that McCree. It's very playable, but so is Eichenwald. I mean, look at that bridge you've got on Eichenwald. You stick a hit scan in there, Phantom's going to take great care of that. However, we don't know how good Phantom's Ashe or Widowmaker actually are. He plays a great McCree, we're seeing it right now, but we haven't seen him on Ashe. He's not normally the Ashe player. That's normally Gadrim who takes care of the Ashe, Hanzo, McCree, and Phantom's shown great McCree, but maybe if they can force the Ashe out, maybe something that's just not McCree, because look at this man's McCree. They need to try and minimize his value. I would go with Eichenwald if I was Infernal, simply because it's somewhere where you can stick the D.Va, try to pressure Phantom off. They haven't been contesting the DPSs at all. That's what's crumbling this Infernal team apart. I would go with Eichenwald if I were them.
But even so, that will hurt our Thunder God to go onto the Farah, which would be a great map. So the one thing I can see, but weirdly, none of these teams have played the zombie comp, which I find quite interesting. Neither of them. They're all just sticking to go for the mirror rush, except for Thunder God, who just whips out the Farah every now and again.
Yeah, but I don't think you'll find that much value on Eichenwald with a Farah.
But no, they're swapping Sky Commander and Dealstar again.
Wow, they keep giving one map to each. I
think they can't decide. I think they can't decide on who's better.
Maybe it's just because they're being nice and actually just giving both players equal amount of game time. But that's not how you're gonna win.
Is that the best choice exactly? And
Right now,
Hollywood.
When you've had both of them in, it's been like Dealstar. With Dealstar, they've won once. That was on King's Row. And Sky Commander, they've won once. But now, what even works for them? Because you're not getting that synergy as you guys are playing together.
Don't forget to swap it onto Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm swapping to Hollywood. It's interesting, actually, this Hollywood pick. I'm not understanding their purpose, but maybe it's a slightly better rush map, given how it's a little more enclosed than Eichenwald, they say. Also, you can't get environmentally killed. That's not really the biggest deal, but still. What do you think of this, Luke? What do you think of this Hollywood pick?
I like it, because what you were saying before was with the Eichenwald pick, and I thought that really just opens up Thunder God to play the Farah. You can just play it around that big clock tower in the centre. You can just sit either side, both teams are ready, so I'll explain as we go in. So, but I think on Hollywood, it's a bit too... The skybox is not high enough for this. So you just you sort of are locked in. If you try and play the Farah, you're sort of forced into playing at the back, and you can't be as aggressive, which is why Thunder God has been able to get away with so much. So I think by forcing this, they're probably going to try and force a rush again. I don't want them to force a rush. I want them to try and play dive, basically here, because there's so much high ground. It's such a good map for dive. That first point, you can easily bypass it just by jumping onto that first high ground. You have pick and choose of when you want to go in and disengage. But right now, it just doesn't seem like it.
Wow. Wait, look, so we had on Havana, I'm pretty sure it was Infernal who were attacking first?
Illusion attacked first on Havana.
Illusion attacked first, okay.
So you've got it right.
Fine then.
Both teams are ready. We can go in to match point 2 Illusion M. 3-2.
Crazy stuff here. Illusion M turned around, and I commend that. Well, they haven't completely turned around yet. They are in the lead, but it can slip away. the possibility of that has not gone yet. Infernal, they really need to pull themselves together and be like, okay guys, sure, we've lost the lead now, even though it was a 2-all lead, but we're not here, we're no people who are going to give this up. We want to pull this back, we want to take this to a map 7.
I also think this is a good time to mention this, but Duffy said beforehand to me, he didn't want to come on, but he did say that he wasn't too confident in his team, and he personally wasn't. His team was confident, but he wasn't as. And I think that's as good a time as any to bring this up.
That's actually a really bad time to lack confidence in your gameplay, and yeah, it's been prominent in it's been evident in his gameplay. Luke, you've seen him miss shots, many shots on the McCree, very crucial ones too. Like it's not like you don't have to be mechanically, you don't have to be an Arns or what, a Haxel or someone like who's the #1 in the world mechanically, but Duffy hasn't been able to hit shots he should be as well. That's affected him. He's already 6 HP. It's a bad start, but he's alive. So here we begin with the fight.
Mean, running up with double sniper right now, they're gonna have to be very careful. They need oh, ideally they would have had D.Va to go and fly there, but that doesn't seem to be enough. Right now it's just a Rhine match. Oh, Leo has to back up. He did get quite low there. They want to play the aggressive right now, and he does. He managed to find Conch. They need to push. Why? I was just thinking. Sorry, I got really confused then for a second. I was thinking that Illusion were attacking. I was about to say they need to go on the offensive, but no, they're on the defensive. They just push that. They push their advantage, and they find 3 other picks, and they force him back. Phantom right now doing God's work. He already has his Dragon Strikes. That's going to be very useful in denying ult. And
the Phantom gets picked off by Mako.
Yeah,
Great
no one heals.
Isolation from Mako.
Yeah, no one heals him. Max gets the bubble by BGP, so he's going to be able to heal.
Aggressive as well.
So no one's really able to push him out. He is aware that someone's starts pushing him. Look at that, they're all rotating. They find Fire now, that's their speed gone. Everyone's on high ground right now. They're going to push BGP off. But Phantom just kills your supports. What's the point? Just leave the server at this point. Disconnect again, because Phantom is just running through you.
Jeez, Phantom on the Hanzo now. Seeing this is so good because he's better on the projectile heroes, and seeing this, wow, Infernal Dragons are getting held back really badly. They cannot afford.
Phantom gets the headshot once again. Fineliner has died again first. Mako's just trying to push the point. Mako's about to get a 2-minute EMP.
Wow, Phantom being an absolute hard carry right now. This is insane from Phantom. Like, hard carry is not the right word because it's not like the rest of Illusion have been bad, but just been such a vital part of this team. The shots he's hitting, he's about to build another Dragon Strike. He's not too far off.
Yeah, look at
and Infernal, they cannot afford.
Oh my god, they're pushing. They get the EMP. They're pushing forward with this aggression. They're pushing forward with this aggression. They're just pushing forward. It seems to be enough. Phantom gets down, that's their heart, that seems to be their carry on. Florix gets rezzed up, only BJB left really. So both supports are probably going to get melted here. Yeah, there we go. Max isn't going to 1v6 right now. That seems to be the end of it. It was a nice EMP. Something got jumped on the point. That caught me by surprise, Ev. But,
wow.
Yeah.
So that was finally some ultimates use. EMP plus Shatter being used to secure Infernal the fight. So they're not going to get full health, which is good. It's a start, it's something they can build on. This isn't looking too bad for them. They've got 4 minutes on the clock, but they cannot lose 5. They just can't afford to.
I think you can... Oh my god, look at this. They're going for it. They're trying it. They think they're holding forward, but they're not, so they don't try it. I like the attempt though. That's quite fun to see. But you can see the effect. Fineliner's. You can see the effect the Phantom's having. Fineliner's only just got his beat after 2.5 minutes. Grab comes out early, but really only catching on to 2. They used Dragon. That really wasn't necessary there. And look at that. They're just able to disengage because Florix. Yeah, just.
Mako there. 2 swift picks. Very well done on his end. Although the Shatter comes from Leo.
Yeah, Shatter comes down, gets Fineliner.
Phantom in the back line. Hello, no one's going to pick him off.
No one's looking at him. It doesn't matter. No one knows he's there. Dillstar finally realises.
Dillstar does find him. He's low, but he goes for it anyway, and it pays off. So Infernal are actually pushing payload after that.
Nice shot from Duffy with the headshot. That was clean. It's going to be a stagger kill as well.
His mojo, Duffy.
Max is not going to be able to res that one. So they're going to be able to control this high ground as they push in. It's going to be on Maker for this EMP once again. Let's see what happens here. He's just setting up for it, looking around, scouting the area. Everyone knows that he's here, but they don't know quite where. They're going to try and push aggressive right now? Is that what they're looking for? Is that what Infernal want? Stillstar finds him. not Dealstar. BJB finds him. They find Leo. They stop to the top, and Phantom gets the shot again. It's not enough. No one can stop this man. He's having a Corey level performance right now. Look at that. He's just forcing everyone back. Corey level performance may have been a slight
Dealstar gets nanoed. This could be deadly. This wins him the fight against BJB on the Zarya. And although he gets pinned, it doesn't matter because Infernal turning around.
Sorry, Leo might just bring this back. He just finds a 3-man shatter. It's just enough.
But he finds 2 picks.
But, yeah, it might be enough.
Finally gets rid of him.
It might be enough, Brainy. It looks like it is as well. No. Wait, hang on. Can reinforcements come in? No, they get grabbed off the point.
Oh, big graviton by Dealstar. That is a smart grab, and that actually gets them the fight. I don't think they were quite gonna be there without that grab. Excellent timing of the grab from Dealstar. Great placement too. And Infernal, what seemed like a lost cause, has been turned around. So scrappy, but Leo almost hard carried that. Solo carried that on his own.
Yeah, sadly, if one of his healers was alive there, if maybe Florox was able to stay, he would have been able to keep Leo alive, and he would have been able to finish off Zarya. But Mako comes back from spawn, and he just gets finished off. So it was a nice attempt there, and I think they'll keep that. But look at this, they're pushing forward again. No idea where Duffy is. Duffy just finds 2.
Massive Deadeye.
Yeah, Phantom isn't able really to go on these crazy flanks again, especially since there's no time. Look at that, they're already at the choke. This is the point where you want to hold. This is not the point where you want to be held. They don't have Lucio to really speed them out. No one could really. Mako's about to build up the CMP as well. Look at that, he's just going to come early. But bomb's thrown out.
That's a grab from BJB.
Yeah,
massive
Phantom
combo. The EMP coming far too late, but they are getting the picks. It doesn't look like it's enough, or is it?
No, it's not enough. They force out. Hang on, no, they use grab. They're trying to fight this.
No,
Leo's just got no HP.
It does not look good now.
Conscious, no HP. Dealstar's gonna have to back out.
Dude, that was a close one.
A lot of
close fight there.
A lot of ults were gone back and forward, and Illusion currently have nothing on the table. Fine line has got his B.
BJB getting picked off, but he's 14 SP and survives. He is fine. He's outputting that consistent damage.
Phantom survives on 20 HP right now. Mako's just trying to build up CMP. Finland's got the speeds. They want to play fast right now. They don't want to give BJB time to build up this graph, which they're doing. They're doing the thing again, Rainy. They're playing slow. Look at this. Mako looking for the CMP right now. No, sorry. Nano comes out. They're not playing fast though. Still, use beat. Play aggressive.
They're not.
Use beat. Nicely done. You can now play aggressive.
BJB
you can find Leo.
Really
Leo goes down.
Right now.
Leo goes down.
And
only really Max
finds
left.
him with that secondary fire. Very, very good push from Infernal. Capitalizing on the fact that Illusion M are not quite setting that tempo, not really taking the aggression, because that they could have turned that fire around. It could have gone differently. It could have gone better if Illusion M actually had a plan for that push, but they kind of just went, let's let them in.
I know you say that they didn't have a plan. It was really just a snowball, is what was happening there. They were just being forced further back, especially once Duffy managed to get off that high. No, 3 picks down. It was just clean up from there. Staggered respawns, and they're at the final stun. They have to have their last fight 3 meters away from the checkpoint. It wasn't really in their favor.
Wow, and Infernal. The best part about it is that, well, it was a good start by Illusion M to the round, but Infernal have 1 minute 14 seconds, so they are over the minute mark, and well, they're in a strong position now, aren't they, Luke?
Especially, I mean, they're not out the series. They definitely have another chance to attack it, which is what we want to see. But now we've played against Illusion lot, and the Phantom Genji has been a problem for us because we were dumb and didn't know how to counter it, and now. There we go. They're playing the dive. BJB is on Winston. What is happening? I'm sorry, but BJB, Leo is a...
Actually, Luke, BJB is actually a main tank player. Off tank is not his best. It's just that he's playing off tank because his team mostly has main tanks playing.
Interesting. I did not know that. This is what I want to see. BJB's got more respect for me now that I know that.
He's amazing on main tanks too, especially Ryan. Ryan seems to be his best from what I've heard. So it's Winston. Seeing that is going to be interesting.
Look at this right now. They're playing this fast, aggressive dive. This is what we want to see. Storm Arrows comes out. There's going to be a shield almost gone, and they're trying to play. Look at that Phantom. That's the problem with running Genji against this Zarya. He's going to get beamed down if he plays too aggressive, which is exactly what happens. They just have to back out. They can't play this dive. They can't keep trying to hold this corner. They do res Thunder God. Manages to get out. It's a nice sleep onto Mako right now. They're trying to poke him down. But he does manage to get out barely.
BJB's failed the jump. That was really
BJB goes
unfortunate.
down and Leo. Oh, it's a shame they couldn't find the stagger there. But Leo to get a conch. Sorry,
Oh, big pick
gets
by
a nice
Phantom. Great shot onto Mako's head.
It can't. No, it can get res, can't it? No, they don't have a mercy. I was looking at maximum. It is a great pick. They don't have anyone ready to deal with fire right now.
They have to push in now. Here's BJB already asserting the fact that he wants to play this fast.
You say here's BJB. He's on 60 HP. He can't really go in. He needs to get healed up. No, but he
does go in.
He's doing a Yagpunk. He jumps in on no HP. That's the end of the fight. That's 2 people down. Max is going for the weird res again, where he reses their main tank in when the fight's lost. And look what it is.
Right now, big anti onto the side of Infernal
BJB
Dragons.
actually finds
BJB
Duffy.
Does find a pick.
Yeah, he finds
but
Duffy.
He cannot get out alive. And well, despite the big anti, Illusion, I'm not quite able to field sufficient players to actually follow up on that.
They've had to give up on the dive right now. That's 2 minutes gone. And they've swapped over some weird hybrid rush because they don't really want to lose Valkyrie right now. Most likely Nano's going to go. I'm not really sure who Nano's going to go onto. It could go onto Phantom, and they might just give it straight to Leo. Nice thing. Oh, Conch was being really cocky there, trying to go for that. They have to use Bob to be able to neglect this.
Leo blocks it beautifully. Bob is down. This is something Illusion M can build off of.
Look at this. Duffy's got his. Look, Duffy's looking to get off his dragon right now. Look at that. They use his ult. He's going to find Max. That's going to be an easy picking. Finds both supports. Leo's just going to get taken down. Phantom is just on top. He's trying to find Duffy, trying to find that last pick. He can't really hit the last shot. Phantom finds 2. Thunder God manages to get a nice pick onto the Brigadier as well. But that's the end of it. They have Brainy. They have 1.5 minutes left. They've done nothing. They've had no stay on the point.
They just cannot find that stability on point. They've been dying before even getting to the point because Infernal's poke damage is so good, overwhelming the
tank
Illusion
line
M across all angles. And
here we go.
Duffy's been quite good on this Hanzo actually. He's been really good.
They get the high ground for free. They get the high ground for free right now. They're actually going to be able to take a fight on the point. No idea where Phantom's on the high ground right now. They're just going to give it up. They don't really want to push Conch. Oh no, Conch's shield goes down. That's it.
Both Rhines get traded.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't even realise. Duffy finds the pick, but Mako finds Phantom. I mean, he finds Thunder God. That's 3 picks. It's a 3v5 right now. But Stillstar's just pushing forward. It's the end. But that's it. That's the fight over again.
They do find 1.5 ticks, but that is not sufficient by any means. And look at Mako and Duffy. They are pulling off the DPS carry that we've seen from Illusion M. Beautiful stuff. The cleanup's been great, but more importantly, those key picks in the fight. Mako's starting to find Phantom more often now, loving the damage that he's outputting.
Bit of an awkward sleep.
Duffy's back almost with another Dragon Strike.
The fight's coming back out. Leo's pushing forward. He does get stunned up, and he gets nanoed. Leo is just going forward. He's hoping to find something, but there's a counter shatter onto Conch. He has to charge out. He can't stay there for too long. BJB and Phantom both finds picks, but it doesn't matter. Bob comes out, Shatter comes down on the BJB. That's going to be it. That's it. No one else can touch. Oh no, sorry. Overtime is going to get staggered right now from Max. Grab is going to be used.
Right there. Thundergrab does find himself on point.
Leo can't even. Leo's not even going to try and touch the point. He gives up on that. Jesus Christ, that was a full hold.
Jeez. Well, near full hold, really. Well, not.
No, it was a full hold. Yeah, they didn't get a tick.
No, they did 1.5.
Oh, did they? Sorry, they got a tick. Sorry, I didn't even realise. But right now, Illusion just crumbled there. Despite what Phantom was putting up at the start, he went silent by the end.
This was that instrumental grab that held them off of the point. Key.
And this is when the snowball begins. So look, another stone pick. Reinhardt is going to charge out in a second. And as soon as they respawn, Duffy just gets a high noon, finds 3. It doesn't matter. It's over. It's 3-3. Match point. And it's Assault, which means we could get an 8-map series.
It's map 7. Imagine how crazy that sounds. We actually got a map 7 tonight. And look, this is intense for both teams, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
the finals.
I mean, to be fair, this is Assault. This could be a draw, Brainy.
It's Escort.
Is it? Why is it Escort?
Yeah, it's Escort.
Why is it Escort?
It's map 7. Yeah,
but we did the 4th map was Escort.
Yeah, 4th map, but 7th map as well, Luke, because...
Oh, is there no Assault?
No Assault, because otherwise you have the potential for a draw. Escort is supposed to...
Oh, okay, that's what I thought, okay.
Sell that out. So
Escort,
they have a choice between...
They've chosen Rialto. Oh, wait, no,
chosen
sorry.
Rialto.
No, sorry, I'm not sure. Was it Max or Duffy that said it? It was Max. Max chose Rialto.
Yeah, it's Max's pick because
Yeah,
well, it's
Luce's
Illusion's pick, and it looks like they want to do.
Rialto.
Okay, yeah, Rialto. I see the message now.
Interesting.
So we are going to Rialto, and I'm presuming that they want to make that rush work again.
Yeah,
I think both teams are strong on the rush and really want to pull that
We've been
out.
talking quite a bit about what strats to run on these sort of maps, and we've been talking anything from zombie to double shield to counter zombie to rush, anything we've chosen so far. So this is not just. I can't even speak. Sorry, my brain is just fathomed. But
No, don't worry, man. Don't worry.
I just feel bad for Phantom after what I just saw from him.
Well, it's certainly not over yet, but they need his carry game, his A++ game one more time. Can he pull it out for his team? He's been getting those picks. Now, if the team can play more cohesively, he can do some serious work. Same for the side of Infernal Dragons. Props to them. They lost 3 maps in a row, but they didn't let that take control of them or of their minds to pretty much near full hold, or well, practically full hold a team after losing 3 maps in a row. That is very commendable, and finishing your own attack with time. Infernal Dragons look dominant. I cannot pick a winner from this next map yet, Luke. It's going to be so difficult because it's so back and forth.
We thought the DPS carry from Illusion would be enough, but Phantom and Thunder God went silent. It just seemed to be the Dilstar, Duffy, and Mako show. Especially on those snipers look great for them. I kind of want to see more of that, especially on this first point of Rialto. It's very open, especially on that second half of the point. You can easily get great LOS. I want to see more of that.
And Luke, we were talking about forcing Phantom onto heroes he's uncomfortable on, and when they pulled out that Genji at the start, that was a clear sign of that. The fact that Infernal finished with time on the board. Phantom on that Genji, it didn't work out because they had a Zarya. He's playing Genji into that Rein Zarya pick, and it just didn't work out. Forcing Phantom to play
it's because he wasn't playing
different
safe. They were taking so much poke coming in from that Hanzo. They chose to dive the tanks. But they should have been on that Hanzo and Ashe. That should have been their target. Instead, they just had bad target focus right there.
Or even Hanzo McCree, if they were wanting to. The McCree would have been great. You could stick Thunder God on the Hanzo, even Phantom on the Hanzo. Both players are very interchangeable when it comes to playing. Now,
before we get started, I want to quickly run a poll. I want to see who the chat believes is going to take this last map.
Oh dear.
If I can even find it.
This is difficult. It's a good thing we don't have to do the polls.
I mean, I have to.
No, I mean actually selecting a team that's gonna win. Oh, what Sky Commander is supposed to be blue team?
Start poll. Who does chat believe is going to win this final map?
Chat. Who are you betting on?
Right now, I'll tell you the results after. But right now, it's quite interesting.
Wow.
But
Illusion M are attacking first. This might be an advantage because normally we see attackers, the team that attacks first they just have a lot more room to work with, really.
Both teams are ready. If you want to put us in.
Yeah, of course I want to put us in. Oh, are we ready to witness Map 7, ladies and gentlemen? This is going to be insanity. Rialto, we want to see this go right down to the wire. We better have it go down right to the wire. Last map, nerves are heavy, pressure is intense on both teams, on players of both teams, and the organizations of both teams. This matters a lot to all teams. So
Brainy, based on what we're about to see from the defending team, what do you think of Infernal's comp right now? The standard rush. Go.
Standard rush. Well, with the Zarya this time. Although they swapped the BAP out for Ana as well. I'm presuming this is either a comfort pick thing or they're trying to counter Phantom's Genji pick, which Phantom isn't even playing. But I don't mind this because Dilstar's shown how phenomenal he is as a player on the Zarya, so I don't mind them keeping Dilstar.
Oh, look at this! They're doing what people used to do with quad tank back when roll lock wasn't in. They used to hold the spawn of Rialto because it's quite similar to that of Havana, where it's actually one of the best places to hold, especially straight up. Because look how nice it is. There's that 2 tight chokes on either side, and Illusion seem to be catching on as we're about to get into it. Illusion right now jumping out from the high ground. Look at that. They're playing the Far Mercy, and they almost catch out Mako. Duffy somehow kills Phantom. They get trade right back from Florex and Thunder God. Mayak is going for the res right now. Jesus Christ, I don't even know what to say. Nice bubble actually onto Conch. She's going to get a nice bit of bubble. And right now,
pin by Conch.
Oh, he finds Max. I mean, to be fair, there's still 3-3. Actually, no, they got reinforcements. They have the much better respawns.
Yeah.
Sorry, all I want to say is Dealstar right now wants to escape with this charge.
It wasn't a bad attempt at all from Infernal.
No, because look at this.
Now.
Dealstar now has 100 charge coming in.
Oh, Mako finds Thunder.
Yeah, this is great. This is good for them. Look, they're only around that second corner now. 100 charge. They can easily come back into this and get 2 fights in if they choose to play this fast. They just need Firewall to come back and speed them in. I want to see them play aggressive right now. And let's just hope they go for it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Infernal build a grab here.
Oh no, no, Infernal are taking this too slow. They're already at the 3rd point. Nice pick from Thunder God.
Thunder God goes down. Now they have to play fast into this, but they don't have enough.
Max doesn't have reds. Max doesn't have reds. He's trying to give Leo the damage boost, so he gets like 80% damage. BGB gets demexed as well. Leo's fucking Chunda comes down with the shatter.
And they eventually hold the Illusion M. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant shatter. And despite the shaky rotation, they managed to pick off Thunder God so early because Thunder God got very greedy and looked for that play in the enemy backline, but he just didn't have the support. He went in too early. And it cost him his life.
BJB finally gets his mech back, so they can finally push back in. Fineliner right now, about to build up to this beast. There's going to be a nice counter to a lot of the stuff that Illusion wants to pull out. Duffy might even go for the shatter right now. No, they're pushing forward with this. There's no he didn't have bubble. Dealstar didn't have bubble. They might use grab here to try and fight this. But it's not enough. Look at that. It just gets red straight up. Thunder God takes him straight down. BJB gets back in his mech. Dealstar just wants to escape with his charge again. He doesn't want to get taken down by Phantom, but it looks like he will be, and that's it. That's his charge gone. Oh my god, Mako barely escapes. What did you think of that fight?
Wow, Luke. So what happened there actually was when BJB used his self-destruct, he actually tried to kill Duffy with the remake. Thing is, he failed it because Duffy flashed and killed him later. So that was greedy from BJB, and while he did get
Thunder God just all of a sudden coming out with the barrage.
That's just further stagger for Infernal.
And it's not just that. Look at all the free card space they're about to get. Usually teams want to hold around this high ground as soon as they push in, but they don't have the men. They don't have the bodies. They actually cannot hold this. And Phantom's coming out with high noon. If he holds it for any longer, he can break a shield.
They are doubling down. They're doubling down on something really positive. Duffy's anti. Duffy's in deep trouble. And
Dealstar comes out with a grab.
Grab. Is it worth it though?
Yeah, Dealstar comes out with the grab. He charges in. BJB gets taken out of mech. Leo's still going to have shatter, so they need to keep an eye out for this. Dealstar's pushing quite aggressive. He might even find Phantom. No, Leo gets there in time. Now, Duffy is using the shield for some reason. Not sure why he's using it. I'm not really sure why he was using that right there. They're falling back. Thunder God's just going to take him down. Not sure. I'm so confused what is happening. I'm not sure why Thunder God hasn't been taken down right now. Mako should have shot him out the sky right now, but no, my password is going to do it instead. Brandy, what the hell just happened? What did I just witness?
Well, Duffy getting put to sleep there got picked up by Thunder. Fortunately, it wasn't quite enough because Illusion M were losing people, and Dealstar managing to find BJB, isolating him, was key, because that's an off tank down for your team.
Do you know what is key? The nano that's just been given onto Couch. No, sorry, the Couch. What has just happened? They're just charging each other back and forward. Couch just charged a sleeping Leo to his spawn. Didn't quite get the pin and just charged him right back.
Leo charges Couch. The nano was onto Leo, and he's been popping off ever since. But look at Thunder, 3 or 4K there, and well, that's because he's finding these angles to come from, and it's really been irritating Infernal, because it's doing more than irritating actually. It's literally killing them that they can't deal with Thunder. Right now he's been great in the air.
No, nothing going to be found up there. Leo tries to take out Mako, who manages Coach to gun away. But look how aggressively they're holding. They just can't find. They're not giving them any space. And Infernal being forced back into their spawn. Remember what happened before? This is now just the goddamn Thunder show.
Unbelievable. Thunder's been superb on this. They've got 4 ultimates to work with.
But that was the concho. Gets a 4-man shatter, followed up by Phantom's 3-2k. It's just they're trying their best right now. They're trying to solo grab Dilsar to make sure he can't stagger out any longer. And they just have Duffy to worry about. Look at this. My password's going to try and flank around and stagger out, but he seems to be doing it. He got a decent time. They're going to get the respawns back in right now, but they also have no ults. Florox is actually about to get his nano, so I do stand corrected. So who's this going to get onto? Shatter goes down. He's not actually going to be able to get it off before Leo dies. Max gets taken down, followed thanks to Mako. Duffy's finally got a final blow onto BJB, and right now it's just the DPS trying to make their way back. Duffy might be able to run out and actually pick off Phantom, who is currently hiding, praying that he's not found.
Phantom isn't going to be found. He does back out safely, and that was a great shatter from Infernal. It's these individualistic plays that are really keeping both teams in the series. Because if their tank or DPS support doesn't pop off, then normally a lot of these fights they would be completely screwed over without a plan.
Coming in now, I mean, the fight's about to start. Nano gets taken onto Leo. He's going to run forward. He's going to build up that shatter in no time again. I mean, you know what he does. He finds the pin onto Couch. He finds the pin onto Couch. Bomb comes down, so he knows he's got space to push forward. He manages to get the DMF onto Dilstar. That's about it. No one really can else touch. That shatter's going to come down. Look, it finds 2.
Maximum goes down.
Can Max actually... Leo hasn't actually found a pick yet. Couch comes down and finds Phantom. He finds Leo. Somehow he's just found 2 tanks. I say tank, sorry. I just say Max and I think tank.
Dear.
But Jesus,
Max was... Oh, Luke. Max actually went for the revive and he didn't get the shield. He didn't get the backup he needed, and Duffy picked him off just like that because of it. And ever since Max went down, the rest of the team went down. There was 0 sustain for the team.
But it's a shame that Conch did have to reset his ult charge there. He was about 70% to his ult, so he's not going to have that, but he did manage to stop the pole, which I think is a bit better. Phantom going to be coming back in with his high noon. We've seen what he's done with these before, but it doesn't matter. Duffy's just going to melt him. Max is going for the res. They're throwing in the bomb. They're trying to push aggressive right now. They're going to try and find a pick of this. They wanted to. It doesn't matter. Thunder God finds Mako. That's the first pick again, but he gets answered back. No, it's no res. Phantom's going to find Fineliner. That's happened again. Duffy going on the flank right now. He finds Max. Max has got no idea where Duffy's coming from. He finds Florox. There's all the heals gone. It's really only Leo left. BJB is just on the cart. He's managed to find Duffy, but it doesn't really matter. It's a 4v1 right now. BJB is just going to get hard staggered. As long as they keep... Yeah, look at this. They just keep him alive. Oh. It doesn't matter. Poor BJB. Oh my god. They're a kettle that get treated better than him right there.
Wow, and Duffy is finally picking it up. On the Soldier 76, he's actually been surprisingly good. You don't expect a Soldier 76 pick to work this well. But he's managed to find Max so many times, and sometimes even gets those first picks. The consistent damage he's putting out is really...
I don't know if you realised, but because of that stagger, look, they've got 10 seconds left when they finally push back in. They've got Florox is going to give the nano again. Shatter's going to come down, but it's only going to really connect to BJB.
Oh, great block by Conch.
Just fully blocks it. Nothing really available. He's just going to go on the aggressive. He's still got 400 HP. Bomb's going to be thrown in. He has to keep an eye on that and make sure he doesn't get melted. Phantom and Thunder God just melt him. Duffy answers back on Thunder God. There's nothing really left to do. It's being traded blow for blow. Phantom with the high noon again. No idea what's happening. Fineliner's about to get beat. Fineliner's about to get beat. He doesn't get stay. I thought he gets. He got hit out of it. Conch is coming back on with the ball. We know what he did before. He's lighting up the grapple. Goes on there. Remember, there's no main heals available. Florox has to come back on the goddamn Moira to be able to come back quickly. Oh my god, Mako can't quite get off. Mako didn't get Bob, and that's the end.
The map is Illusion M's. Wow, Luke.
Once that beat had come down, it should have been in favour of Infernal, but Illusion have finished with... it doesn't matter, they didn't get any time. They finished. That means they have another chance. Now, all the chips... Illusion M have just gone all in. Imagine like a game of poker, they've gone all in. Now, Infernal have to match. Otherwise, they're going home. I say going home, they're already at home. They're out.
Oh my goodness. Look, that was crazy. All these fights have been so scrappy. You don't see any team winning out on a clean fight. It's one blow after another, and you have, for example, Illusion M getting a pick early on, and then it just gets answered back so quickly, and then teams go into an endless bit of skirmishing. And you thought that beat would help out Infernal a lot. Yes, if Dilstar was alive. the problem is, Fineliner got booped up. I think that was either Max or that was BJB. But what a knock up into the air! And in the moment that he was in the air, Dilsa actually died. So
look how much damage they have coming out from the Torp. I mean, that Torp just gives away one of their players straight away. So they already know they're going to be run out with Torp. But look what they're doing. They're trying to surprise someone from behind.
I'm liking this. Illusion M, rightfully so, doing this.
Look at this. They know they're there. Look at Dilsar goes straight over there. He knows they're there. But what's interesting, they're given so much free space. They didn't really decide to go for the push. They just gave them control of the bridge.
Now they're holding it.
Yeah, but what was the point in that flank? But it doesn't matter because it's still just skirmish right now. It's just Dilsar. Oh, Phantom!
They picked my Phantom.
Oh, sorry, I thought Phantom was still on the flank there for a second. You know, manages to find Finer just from poking down. BJB finally goes to deal with Mako. He's giving him free space. Dilsard goes to... He finds he actually gets BJB out of mech. Leo's shield is already at 400 HP, so he has to back out. He can't hold it. He has to slightly disengage it, but they don't decide to push him. BJB is still out of mech. He's not really close to it either. He just sort of he's just slowly pushing. Mako really isn't finding anything with this McCree as well, by the way.
That was a smart rotation from Illusion M. Sure, they were a little bit shaky and didn't actually try to hold that payload. However, they rotated well and they held them here for quite a bit actually. It's been a minute already that fast. Now they're giving up space, but look at this! Chipix onto supports by Phantom. Great Deadeye. He's found a 3k for himself.
Rotations are good and all. But when Phantom gets a 2k like that and finds 5 supporters, it doesn't really matter. You can be as good as you want, and then in the end you just have Phantom get a 2k like that. It's over. Mako has just basically wasted 1.5 minutes. He hasn't found a single headshot in that entire time.
Oh, unbelievable! It's not quite his game there, and so far Illusion M again they've decided to hold this corner, and rightfully so. This is the corner that gives them that leeway. Plenty of space to work with. But what's this? Tag by
Yeah, somehow. I'm not really sure. Max decided. What happened there was Max decided to jump. Sorry, look at this. Thunder God is just running behind them. I'm not entirely sure what he's planning. Because now Duffy is just going to run over and melt him. He's going to stagger himself. Look at this. He's playing hide and seek with the members of Infernal. BJB right now trying not to get caught out.
However, this means that Illusion M can actually set up properly because everyone went to chase Thunder God, while Illusion M are still at a disadvantage.
Great shatter, two-man shatter taken down. Now goes on to Leo, takes out Couch. Bomb gonna come down. Dilsar gonna find two. BGB's gonna answer back. But two tanks both left to the side of Illusion. Beat comes out, they're going to be pushing aggressive with this, they want to win this now. Nano, I'm not sure who Nano went on to there, he went on to Dilstar, he's going to be shooting Leo from behind, he's got no idea where to, he has the pin just to try and figure something to do. Look how far forward Dilstar is, and because he's Nano, no one can really push him back. Dilstar just won them that fight, he keeps them in 3.5 minutes to push it through point B.
What a 5k from his end, that Diva Bomb displacing and killing members of the Illusion M, and then finding kills to add to his tally. Very, very key for Infernal Dragons, and they're in this because of him.
But look at that tempo has actually gone up. Both teams are actually pushing aggressive now. They see an opportunity, they go. They don't care how good it is. Look at that. Illusion, Infernal Dragons were holding that high ground just there. And now they've given up. Now it's just a poking battle between them. Demonstar just flies straight into them. He walks straight into the Molten Core. He's going to get demaked. He's going to get forced back. Thunder God, I don't even know where he is. I've lost him in the chaos. But
crazy.
Mako is using
Inferno.
Mako's using, but they're winning it as well. Mako and Duffy are winning. Yeah. Florox is looking for Florox is just trying to hide right now from the DPS, and it doesn't matter. They're not going to have main heals now. Look at that. 4 members are still alive. Leo does have his ult, so he can deter this if he chooses to go aggressive right now.
Look at this, Luke. Illusion are actually matching the Soldier 76 pick. Thunder God's on it.
Shatter goes down. Yeah, Shatter goes down. It's not enough. Dilstar managed to eat up the shots, managed to keep his shield. Bomb's going to come up right now. They're going to... No, not going to. He's just going for a charge. I don't even know where... I'm so confused. Duffy is now just running around. He just finds 2 with this. BJB gets Nano to nice E, actually. Nice E from Dilstar, keeping Duffy alive right now. That was a nice pill. That's what we want to see. This game has just gone up and up. Because before it was something quite slow and sloppy from both teams. Now they're great pills. The 7-game series, there's going to be a winner.
Inferno.
And they have 3.5 minutes to push.
if they can keep up the momentum, they can actually push this really quickly. They might even have like 2-3 minutes to work with. This would be huge for Infernal. They just need to keep this up, use their ultimates accordingly. Duffy's been instrumental on the Soldier 76 right now. A surprise pick, which we didn't think would work well, but he's been finding value out of those sacrifices.
But I mean, what do we know, Brainy? What the hell do we know? I've got no idea who to spectate.
Nothing.
Oh my god, Theo's looking for a shatter. Beat comes out, they're going to try and push aggressive. He goes for the charge, manages to find Dealstar. He's looking, I don't know if he's looking for a shatter or just trying to demech Dealstar. He manages to get that. No, he doesn't. He does. Oh my god, everything is happening at once. Every cooldown is being thrown out. There's no speed. He's trying to get a pin out there. Fine Line is just going to speed back, but it's just going to speed back Conch right now, and that's going to be the end of that fight. That was only 50 seconds, so it's not the end. It's still 2.5 minutes to push, but this is such a difficult spot to push through, isn't it, Brainy?
Infernal can't really let this momentum slip from their hands. They can't re-push this. They don't have as many ultimates to work with, but
Leo
the
gets taken down in the shatter.
He's massive. There's
massive, and that's what Conscious did. He not only denied Leo the chance to get his shatter down, he also just denied Max's ult.
Unbelievable, right? Max getting shut down on these again. It reminds me of that of Lee Shagon in the Junjiao's Grand Finals.
Look at this, Mako gets caught out by Phantom, Shatter comes out from Leo, 2 ults used just to win that clean fight, and this is the time, they need to push forward, and they can they demech Dealstar? Can they actually stagger this baby diva?
It doesn't look like... Oh, they can!
It does, yeah.
That can't be good.
It's by a few seconds, but it's enough. Look at it, it's going to slightly disjoint them, because look, everyone else has already respawned, they're going to have to wait 5-10 seconds now.
The momentum is slowly slipping away from Infernal Dragons' hands, not what you want to see if you're on the side of Infernal Dragons. They have 1.5 minutes to work with. Sure, now they're building up ultimates. They need to make use of these ultimates. Duffy needs one more of his magic attack visors. This will be really, really important if they want to make this work.
It's going to be based on these. It's going to be based on the power of the DPS ults right now. Who gets Nano? No idea where that Nano went.
There's the freeze.
Couch is going to get froze up. He's going to be taken down thanks to that bomb. And that's going to be both. It's going to be main tank going down. Leo right now is pushing very aggressive. He doesn't want to give them any space to try and come back in. He's just forced them into where the big health pack is. He's going to get healed up, so it's not going to be the end of the world for him. BJB, and look at that. They're just forcing them back. Apparently, it's been 2.5 minutes. They've really not done anything for the past minute, though.
They haven't been able to do anything. Duffy not quite finding one of those magical sack visors.
Going for a bomb. Bomb gets destroyed. Bomb gets thrown in.
Shield. It doesn't matter because Phantom is finding. He's just found Fineliner. He's been finding these picks constantly. These first picks from Phantom, even though Infernal have had ultimates to work with, it's the reason that Infernal can't push in properly because they're always missing players.
It's not just that. Look at that. They have no ults. 3 ults on the 4 ults about to be on the side of Illusion. No, and only really. Sorry, they're using Nano and Beat. Why? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Infernal have the right choice. I'm not sure why they use Beat there. They should just wait. Oh my god, he finds.
Oh, big.
Conch finds Phantom.
Coming in clutch with that.
I've got no idea what's happening. Oh my god,
deadly indeed.
Someone has to touch. Leo's got his ult. Is he going to get Phantom? He's going to die with Shatter. He died using Shatter. They're all on the point. Oh my god, Illusion just crumbled. They just want this to go to another round. Look at the Max is still. Thunder God is still on the point. He's going to get taken down by Mako. Florox is. Phantom's coming back on the Doom. Phantom is still alive. Is he going to be able to get back into one? That will be massive. That'll be great for Infernal if he doesn't.
This could be huge for an Illusion M.
I mean, you say that, yeah, Nano is... Oh my god, Fineliner goes down! They have to use Nano on...
Phantom is low,
they use
Nano. Matter.
Duffy
finding a pick with that attack visor.
I don't know what's happening, Brainy. Oh my god, they can't die to this.
Meters. It's unbelievable.
Oh my god, Duffy. BJB is still in mech. They have to get him out quickly. This is the only chance they have. Oh my god, Max is going to come back and touch. It's Phantom. Oh my god, they've got the respawns coming. Respawns are back. This is bad. This is beyond bad. But Bob comes out. Mako goes down, but Bob's second. That's a 6-man.
Bob is going to help a lot.
Part of my pathway goes down. Coach is just running around. Oh my god, I don't know what's happening. Everyone's just everywhere. Oh my god, Flores goes down. And it's going to another round. Oh my god. We're both panicking. We're both trying to play by play. I've got no idea.
That is massive because Conch and Dilstar added that extra stability to the point. Conch constantly hammering anyone who's on point, putting out that consistent damage. Meanwhile, Mako at the back, great amount of damage being output as Ashe, and that was really, really key. Duffy finding a couple picks for himself as well, and even though he got picked off in an unlucky manner, the way they dealt with those respawns, as bad as it looked, as even though they lost 2 people really quickly, was really good on their part. Unbelievable how they actually got to a round 3 because we thought that Illusion M had it in the bag. Ult advantage, but Leo dies with a shatter.
Brainy, we thought both rounds that Brainy, so far every time they've gone to point C, they've both had a decent time make. We both thought, oh, there's no way they can be stopped now, and then they just hold them to the final fight, and then it's weird response. BJB, I thought was going to hold them. Now, do you think they're going to go for the same hold again? You have 20 seconds. Tell me, are they going to do the same thing as they did on their first defense?
I doubt it. I think they want to play it safe and try to hold right under the hotel because it's only a minute. If you win one fight, if you win just a single fight, the last fight, you're good. And I don't think they're going to go for that spawn hold, or else they'll be given up really good positioning they have right now.
And that's your 20 seconds up. This is what we're about to see. They're choosing to see. They seem to be holding this high ground. Illusion M rolling out with the standard rush right now. They don't really want to risk anything. No whiz soldier picks. Nice heat from BJB. Leo right now just taking a bit of poke, going to get healed up. Nade comes out. Nice wall. They have to tricky try and break medium. He gets pinned. Leo gets antied. Are they going to try and push their advantage? No, they're not. He goes down. This is the chance. They have to push. Not sure why they're waiting so long.
They have to
push.
Be aggressive.
No,
they can't wait.
They can't wait. They're waiting for sure. No, they're just holding the corner. They're just on the illusion back out. They're literally just waiting for Leo's respawn right now. I'm not sure why.
This means that Illusion easily get 2 fights.
Yeah, look at that. Dilso goes to pill for Mako to make sure he doesn't get taken down by BJB. Leo's back. They're going to be trying to hold in this second corner. Conch gets stonked. He gets walled off. He's going to go down. That's it's a nice. It's a fat wall. Oh my god, I'm not sure why they didn't push their advantage right there. Mako is about to get taken down. Dilso's the only one really left to contest the point. No, he chooses to back out. Brainy, is there any chance for Inferno right now to hold at this first point?
They can still hold. They are coming back quickly enough. They just need to hold this corner.
But you know what?
You
say there's chance, but they don't know about Phantom on the high ground. No one knows about Phantom on the high ground. Look at it. He's going for it. Is he going to find 2? Phantom. He finds 2.
Massive
Phantom.
Picks. As you predicted it, Luke. Brilliant stuff from Phantom once again. And well, look at him dealing with Duffy in the most fashionable of manners. And they've gotten 1 point here, Luke. This is massive for Illusion M. And now whatever distance they get, this is bonus, even if they get held later on. But right now, momentum's with them. They've got Beat and they've got Blizzard. On the side of Infernal, they have ultimates coming online. They're going to get 5.
Yeah, they're going to get bot. The only thing they're not going to have by the time this fight's over is Nano, but I don't think they need it. Duffy's rolling out early with this beat. He's trying to take him out. He finds Flora, so Bob gets forced out. Leo gets shattered. Max gets taken down as well. He's going to get died to Bob. Leo's just trying to slowly back out. Dilso manages to find Phantom. He uses his own bomb. Oh, look at that. He's going for the remake cool. He doesn't get it though, and that's it. They only push it 50 meters. They push out that first corner. That's a difficult place to try and hold if you're defending.
Oh, unbelievable. Well, it's not even that bad because they still have about 3-4 fights until they can try and they can hold Infernal. They still can very much do this. Both teams are very much alive in this. But Infernal, they have to make their push near the end of first point count. That is if they even get there.
I mean,
but look, we're seeing Dilsa actually peel for his DPSs more and his supports.
That's something we didn't see at the start of the series.
We really didn't, and now to see it means that the DPSs of Illusion M are not getting as much value now, are they?
I mean, I'm sorry, I just to think, if Inferno had pushed their advantage the moment that Leo went down, maybe they could have held by that first corner. Who knows? This is going to be one of the biggest what ifs in Firewall history. It's not a very long history, indeed, but it could be. But it could happen. Duffy right now coming out on this soldier, and then Illusion are just choosing to go. Illusion, where are they? Oh, they're holding the right left side. What do you think of this quickly? 15 seconds, go.
It's not bad at all, Luke, because considering they've got 4 points, they've still got fights to take on, so this isn't bad. If they can run time out here, if they can hold them here for 30-45 seconds, this is massive for Illusion M. Build ultimates and then they can take it on later.
I mean, it doesn't matter now. They're trying to try and hold this first point. They seem to know. They always know where they're holding. Oh my god, Couch might just Couch just fed. That was just the biggest feed. Couch just fed. I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to knock him off, but it was too risky. And look at that. This is going to be half the time gone. Couch actually just hard through their first fight, and now look at that. They've given up all positioning. Oh, they have oh my god, that was just a throw from Couch. Sorry, Brady, quickly explain why.
Issue is Conch, while he was there, his team wasn't helping him. His team was more focused on pushing the payload. So to be fair to Conch, his team
Leo nearly got bullied out there. It was nice build from BJB, keep him alive. Look at that, they're pushing the aggressive on Leo. He's got Shatter. He's looking for it. He finds it. 5-man Shatter. He's going to run through everyone. It's going to be just... It's now just going to be stagger. Can we get to the overtime? And yes, we can. Is the answer to that. They're going to get another fight in.
But look at this. Look, they're in overtime right at the hotel. This is... Yeah, they're going to get a lot of time run out.
Illusion, I say they need to win this fight. They do. I mean, it's going to be on Inferno. This is Illusion's fight to lose. They have all the advantages. They have window. They have beat.
Wow, and Leo. Well, he's got Shatter now. Can he make it count? Blocked by Conch.
No, it gets blocked, but he gets fights too. It seems to be over.
That Matrix. And this might just be it. The series might just be over right here because Leo has been the hero right here, and it's it.
It's over.
Are through to the grand finals, and it's all thanks to a Leo plus Florox combo with the Matrix into the Fire Strike with it. 2 picks right off of it, and that is it. That wraps up a chaotic 2 hours 45 minutes. Of this match. It's gone to a map 7. It's crazy the fact that this has gone to a map 7.
I'm sorry, what? I have to choose the outcome. Illusion M, you're going to get pointless channel points. Congratulations.
Oh, unbelievable though. Look, this was pure entertainment. No one could understand what was going on except us casters. But if I say that, that's probably even a lie. The number of events that went on, both teams so evenly and so strongly matched. It just looked like it could go either way at any time. First we thought Infernal Dragons looking super strong, then Illusion M pulled out 3 maps out of nowhere almost.
I think what we need to do, Brainy, is first of all we need to clear all the people in this group, apart from us obviously. And second of all,
yes.
I think we need... I kind of want to get everyone in from Illusion. But I think the ones that... Oh, you've kicked me. Thank you.
Oh, whoops. Wait, really?
Yeah, you kicked me. But I think the ones we want to get in... I don't know if you think I'm wrong. I want to get Max. I want to get... I want to get...
Oh,
I want to get Max. Guys. I want to get Phantom. I want to get Leo. I want to get BJ. I want to get all of them in. But mainly, I want to get Phantom, Leo, and BJB in if you can.
Oh, God. You're planning to team interview this. This is crazy.
Basically,
maybe we want to interview the MVP of this game if we are to give an MVP to someone.
Who do you think it is? Because I've got a name in mind.
Phantom. It has to be Phantom.
The redefined MVP.
Instrumental to his team. After those first 2 maps went down, he's never particularly looked bad. And when they won those next 3 maps. It was looking like a one-man show from Phantom sometimes because it's not because his team was bad, it's because of how he was managing to pull off plays out of absolutely nowhere. Finally, these constantly brilliant deadites on McCree, even has some spectacular aim. He's more than capable of taking anyone down. He can duel absolutely anyone on on Infernal Dragons.
I've invited. Do you want to go into? We're going to quickly go into game chat. That's why the screen's about to go blank. So just give me a second. I've invited Fineliner as well. I'll see you in game chat. Fineliner. Hello.
Hello. Oh. Well, hello there.
It's not.
It's just you and me.
Yeah, it's just us. I've invited BJP
someone in
as
the
well.
chat is saying.
Hello.
Hello.
Call for MVP. Hello, Fineliner.
Hello. Did you request my existence?
I did. I wanted to ask you.
You did indeed.
It's you hate to see it.
Hi, BJB.
Hello.
Hello.
Wait, where's this?
We will.
Oh, unbelievable.
Well, first of all,
okay,
the stream wants to vote for MVP, so I'll do that quickly.
Stream wants to vote for MVP, though for us it's gotta be. Well, we've had a name in mind already.
Who would that be?
Oh God.
Phantom.
Guys,
Phantom.
Alright, guys. So, wow. We're gonna ask. We're planning to talk to as many of you guys as possible. So. Let me just start off. Let me start off with Fineliner. Like, how do you feel after this game? What is it feeling like now to you? It's a rough defeat, really, and Yeah,
I'm lying
but
on the floor
close.
staring at the ceiling right now.
Kind of, I understand your pain. What were the nerves like when Illusion M won their first map? How did it feel after when they suddenly started taking it from you? What were the comms like? What were the feelings like for you guys?
We were just not calling targets. We weren't playing as a team. We just kept trickling in, kept getting staggered. We knew that what the mistakes were. We just weren't fixing them. We kept the morale up though. We never for a minute thought we were gonna lose.
I mean, you brought it back after losing three
Yeah.
maps.
Yeah.
The Hollywood hold was brilliant.
Yeah, that's just how Hollywood's our map though.
Yeah,
I mean-
you clearly showed it there. That was a masterclass hold and pretty good cap as well. So how's everyone like now? What's everyone thinking after this game?
As soon as we saw the defeat screen, nobody said a single word.
Oh,
So I would not be able to answer that. But just based off of that, I could probably say that we're all feeling pretty bummed. But
I understand.
it is what it is. Way better.
We will say, BJB, you got 20% of the votes for MVP.
Oh, of course he did.
So did
BJB's
Max.
been great.
But Phantom got 60%. So Phantom was, I think, everyone's MVP for that game. Sadly, he's not here. So
Yes.
BJB, you will have to accept it on his behalf.
Fuck.
Let's go.
But I mean, just Jesus.
BJB, tell us about how you're feeling after that game. How are your nerves? How's the tension? How's everything?
I don't know. Pretty simple. I don't know. I went into this. We were saying like, okay, we go into this. We play to our strengths. And then just keep you cool, even if we go down. Like we are like, our team is like, we start slowly, but we kinda pick up the pace after each map. Go faster, and now we're here.
Yeah.
Like we just kept our cool, and yeah, that's all it is.
Well deserved indeed. What were the comms like? What went through your head and everyone else's head when you guys were 2-0 down? Because that time it looked pretty shaky because you were still trying to figure out who to put on which role. Because Phantom was on support, then I believe on Max was on DPS for a while.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
what went through your heads there? What were you thinking? And how do you come to a team that how do you come to this solution of a winning team?
Well, what I was first thinking about was like, where the fuck is Gardren? Where is you? We need you. But then he said like, yeah, I probably won't make it, and I will be late and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we just tried things. We were like, Max was like, I'm not doing great on DPS. We put Leo on DPS, and then Leo didn't really get much done. Then he popped off on the tank again, and when we had Phantom on DPS, he was just insane. Like I was only thinking, oh cool, we go easy.
Crazy. We in the casting seat were wondering why Phantom wasn't on DPS from map 1. He was clearly instrumental to
Yeah, Max
you
did
guys winning
explain that it's because you were missing. Because Max said that Phantom was very flexible. Oh, he's left. Why is it? But Max did explain that he was very flexible. But just when he came in, I think there was immediately a change. I think. Do you agree, Fineliner?
Pardon?
Do you agree there was a change when Phantom came in on the DPS?
Oh yes, I would.
Hello?
Hi, Phantom.
Hi, Phantom.
Hello.
So based
about
on
the devil.
based on the majority of chat and me and Brainy, you were the MVP of this game.
Congratulations.
So congrats.
Thank you.
We actually want to talk to you as well, Phantom. We are curious to know what's going through your head right now after this intense show.
It's a weight off my shoulder and our shoulder probably, and I'm just thinking about the next game, about getting fired up and trying to win the game as well. Wait, what?
As you should be indeed. But what was it? What was it like for you? Because we saw that you popped off hard on the DPS. It sometimes looked like you were hard carrying your team. you made pretty much both teams look bad, and you made it like a one-man show for yourself. It was really cool to watch. But what was going through your head when you guys were 2-0 down? Because at that time you were still trying to figure out where to play,
Not gonna lie.
who to play.
Yeah, I was like, I want to go DPS. I want to go DPS because I knew that both Max and Leo, they don't play DPS. So they're not as they're not as good, or you know what I mean. No, not good, you know what I mean. Basically, they don't have experience.
Yeah, not professional.
Leo, you know what I mean. So basically, yeah. So I was just like, yeah, okay, I need to go DPS because I feel like we're gonna lose if this goes on.
Wow,
and that's just me.
Like just as a, because we had no real hits cam player basically.
That's true. That's true.
Godwin.
I mean, what did
Yeah,
you do?
but he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
The performance you put on was the performance on Hollywood on that attack is what was like, oh Jesus Christ, DPS diff, and then just a full hold. It just went dead silent from then on.
Yeah.
So what happened there on Hollywood? Because it just seemed that you were running your head into a wall.
Dude, I lost it. I lost it after first point. I just couldn't capitalize as much. I just didn't do as much basically as I could have. I just played really bad after first point in my opinion.
Also, to be fair,
Nope.
Infernal scrim on Hollywood a lot, and I don't think we've lost a single map of Hollywood yet, ever.
Indeed.
I mean, what was it? The rumours were the last time you guys scrimmed, didn't Infernal win?
Yeah, we won.
Yeah, but I subbed in for them as like.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
how
like
so?
3.9 times.
Oh, all the illusion players. How did you overcome that?
I was 37 at the time.
All of the illusion players. How did you overcome that? What did you learn from that game?
Wait, who are you asking?
Well, all the illusion players. When Infernal won that last scrim, how did you come back from that?
The last scrim, we just brushed it off because we didn't have most of our players. We had Phantom on the enemy team. we knew if Phantom wasn't on the enemy team, we would get easy on that.
I mean, would you say this was an easy win?
No.
No, it was not this. I was on about the scrim.
I mean, this was a 3-hour match. I don't know if they've realised how long this has gone on for.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah, holy. We picked got them 7 maps.
I mean, I didn't. I mean, I thought this would go to 8. Luckily, there wasn't assault because God knows what would have happened then.
Yeah.
Oh my days, did it?
Well, now. I mean, now with me and Brainy here.
So drained.
So close. Well, Leo, can you tell me about what went through your mind? What you were thinking on that very, very last fight of this entire series when you shot a fire strike through Florox's amp matrix?
The fire strike. We'll say me killing 2 people was intentional. I may or may not have seen anyone, and I just threw the fire strike. But I killed 2 people.
Oh my god.
But I mean, now you're now in the finals after going 1-5. You've now managed to claw your way back up, and you're now, what was it, a 2-game winning streak now? Are you gonna make it a 3rd?
I was just on about how if the game against Infernal was this hard, the game against Use would be really hard. That's why I reckon if we get a lot of scrims, then maybe, just maybe.
Pray for the choke.
I mean, you're with the basically coach and captain of Xanity. Do you have anything you want to say?
Coaching captain.
Coaching captain. Wait, are you telling me or are you asking them?
No, I'm asking you. You're with the basically the coach and captain of Xanity. You're next, the final of Tier 3. Anything you want to say?
Well, guys, you don't count yourselves out. By the way, it's as hard as this one was. You guys still stand a chance. I mean, you're in the grand finals for a reason, so it'll be interesting to play against each other. It's only a shame that Luke and I can't cast and play at the same time, or this would have been something
actually
else.
Been really fun.
If we could transform into elves or something and cast while we play as in our human form, that would have been something that, yeah, it would have been super cool. But
I mean,
Yeah,
let's
guys,
just hope that my nightmare doesn't come true and you guys go 3-2 up after we for some reason decided to play double shoot. Actually, that was another thing. Why was there so much rush? I didn't understand that because I don't know if any of you watch Overwatch League, but all that's been played there basically it's been Winston comps, and we saw one Winston comp the entire time.
You saw me trying Winston Hollywood.
I saw you running your head into a wall, and as just all the DPS, as just Duffy was shooting you as Hanzo, and you were dying every fight. That's all I saw.
Oh really?
So
no wonder I don't play
so what was it? Why did both teams just lean towards playing the Reinhardt comps?
Because that's what we trained on. It's like our strongest thingy, like strongest competency.
And like, we don't really play Winston or like Dive play. I mean, BJB can play D.Va, but I can't play Winston at all.
I mean, Brainy said that.
Winston to
BJB. Brainy said that Reinhardt was actually your strongest tank. During the he said that you were a main tank.
I don't have a strongest tank though.
You don't.
No.
But I did
I'm
hear.
serious right now. I don't have one.
No, I did hear though that you used to be a main tank player, and that's when I thought, okay, you on the Winston was going to be something really interesting, and I thought at the beginning something good was going to come off it because you seem to be setting the tempo for a while until we saw that okay, Dive doesn't seem to be your strongest comp, and you guys kind of crumbled slowly.
Going into Hollywood, the first thing we said, okay, on attack we try Dive, and I immediately said because now we know that. Me and Leo, every time we play Dive, I rather play Monkey and he plays in the off tank, right? And I immediately said, either way, I'm going to get fucked or not. I got fucked. I cannot jump into their swishy when they have a Brick, they have a Zarya, they have a Hanzo, they have a Ashe, they have a fucking Rhyme. I cannot.
Yeah, they had the Brig. I was like, what? I didn't think we were gonna play Brig on the Hollywood.
Yeah, dude. The Brig on Hollywood is too good.
Yeah, it is. The Brig was really key to your hold there, Fineliner. Also, Fineliner, you wanna... What did you think after that, like, Hollywood hold? Because that was rather
that must have been the
dominant
biggest boost of confidence. Oh my god, we brought the series back, we full health and we've got this.
And
then
also...
we pick Hollywood. And it all goes down the drain.
Oh.
For a minute, and then it all comes back.
Do you think if you had picked Dorado, it would have gone differently?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I hate Dorado, so I was like, yeah, we're not going Dorado.
Wow.
I mean, if we went Dorado, we might have the chance of winning because in scrims we never played Hollywood ever.
Oh.
I don't think we scrimmed on Hollywood once, and I've heard that Infernal just always scrim Hollywood and they've never lost. So that's why when we went into Hollywood, we barely ever practiced it. We've never talked about it. And we didn't think they were actually going to go Hollywood.
I mean, now this is done, and I mean you were also playing with people on off rolls with Max, your captain / half main tank, playing Mercy for most of it. What's going to happen when you actually get your full team in, like your actual roster? What will you actually learn from this?
It's going to be 4-0 against Xanity too. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, because history has proven that you can 4-0 any team.
Yeah, but
we'll see you next week, and we'll see.
I got one more question actually. This is meant for Fineliner. Which map would you guys have gone for if you got to pick? Would you still have stuck to Rialto, or would you have preferred to go the route of Dorado?
There's one thing that I wish, or when we scrimmed Illusion and won 3-2, we done a little bit of a spawn camping strategy that they tried to do, however they couldn't because we applied too much pressure. I wish we didn't do that in the scrims because we just agreed, okay, we can't do it because they'll expect it, because the Rialto spawn camp is
that why every time you always knew that they were going to hold at the spawn? Because every time, I don't know if you heard them, but every time I saw someone moving to where they were, unless it was Chonda who just charged at 6 of them and you lost that first fight.
Yeah, I mean, we were gonna, on overtime, or like the 1 minute, we knew we had to hold spawn because it's gonna waste our time. And we just need to waste our time to be able to win.
Yeah, I was
That's
so
why we did
confused
that.
how the diva knew we were there. I heard her say hi, so I was like, she definitely knows we're here. But as soon as they come out the spawn doors and Ryan insta pins, I'm like, easy kill, because we killed Ryan and we push onto plate, and that's already 30 seconds gone. And they
Indeed,
only
you guys-
in spawn.
Exactly, because you guys actually took it to overtime at the hotel. That was that was pretty costly because ever since their Ryan died, you guys seemed to know what you were doing, and just played your rotations really well. It was honestly super close. Could have gone either way, and the fact that you guys actually managed to get past the first point was pretty huge for you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's all I have
don't-
to say. That's all that's Rain. If you have any more questions.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I have a question.
don't know. Go.
No, you
Ask
go.
away.
Would you
Ask
be
away.
Leo, you go.
Okay, I don't know if we won Havana or not, but I reckon if they didn't have that Sombra, because about half the game, I was just hacked. I couldn't play or do anything. I knew that Ryan had shatter, I was gonna block it, hacked. The Diva Bomb, hacked. I was gonna pin Ryan into Diva Bomb, hacked. I couldn't do anything.
To be fair,
Every
on
single
Rialto, no, not Rialto. It was on.
Actually, I was talking about the Havana
Yeah.
game. Actually, I noticed this, Leo. I saw that Mako every single time I saw his hack come out. It would be on you. The problem was that they didn't
You
always
just
have the
targeted.
follow up to act. Yeah, you were
And
being targeted,
actually,
but only
at
by
the
Mako.
end,
No
like
one
when
else
you
could
won
actually
the
kill him.
point, you swung at Mako and he forced his TP when he had EMP. So you actually sort of indirectly won your team that game because he couldn't EMP to cancel the Max's bomb because he was too far back.
What's it called? Most of the hacks were like very good, but they didn't have the follow up, so they couldn't kill me. I barely had any deaths. But it's just the hacks stopped me from doing like, a lot. Every time I wanted to go for a shatter, it's like he knew that I was gonna shatter, so he just hacked. I didn't get cancelled, but I didn't even get the chance.
Oh. Well, any last words to say between you guys? Fine liner?
Well, Ned, are you going to play main tank?
Yes, of course I'm going to play main tank.
I
Yeah, it's not going to be me on Baptiste.
I know.
Oh. Well, congrats, Illusion. We'll see you next week. Thank you to the 24 people watching. And
good games to both teams.
Yeah.
We genuinely enjoyed the show. I'm pretty sure the crowd did as well. So great job both teams.
I mean, there's over 700 messages in the stream, so obviously people were somewhat enjoying it.
Stream I've seen on PlayStation, I think, ever.
It's the Brainy and I duo.
You've made this a great game by playing this well, guys. Great performances all around, and
that was a stupid close game.
and Infernal, guy, we hope to see you, Fine Liner. We hope to see you next season, hopefully. This was heartbreaking indeed, but you guys played great. Nothing to take away from how great you guys really played. It was close. You took it right down to the wire, and we're excited to see you next season.
Same here.
And actually, just one last thing, I'm going to try and download this VOD and put it onto YouTube. That way, you can actually be there, so we have an actual game that can be rewatched.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Indeed.
So I'm actually going to try and do that after this.
Let's give it to Firewall, see if they post on their YouTube, maybe.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was watching, and I doubt they will. So you just type in Infernal Dragons versus Illusion M, and it should come up.
Okay.
Well, yeah, congrats everyone.
Alright, guys.
GG and good
It was a
luck.
pleasure. It was a pleasure having you, Illusion M. Good luck in the finals.
Yeah, good luck.
Lucky finals, guys.
Good games all around, guys.
And now it's just me and you, Rainy. Do you want to sign off?
Sure thing. Yeah. So, everyone, thanks for tuning into the stream. This was truly entertaining, wasn't it, Luke?
Yeah, I mean, I
Actually
didn't
went to a map
expect it.
7.
I didn't expect it to go 3 hours, but I hoped it would. And we both said at the start we hoped it would.
Yes, and our hopes were what came true rather than our expectations. So, seriously, what a game from both teams. You can't say it was so scrappy, but that shows you that both teams have that skill. Both teams know how to turn fights around, how to take control from one another. It was really close, and honestly, both teams played great. This could have gone either way, and Illusion M just barely came out as the better team by like that minuscule 0.0001% peak. It was just that intense.
I mean, it just means we're gonna have a great game next week. So that'll be a goodbye from me. Follow, if you're not already, follow L18 Brainy on Instagram. There you go. You can plug his Insta.
Follow L18 Brainy on Twitch too, and be sure to follow Barner Overwatch if you're not already. If you're watching this. If you're watching this stream, why the hell are you not following him if you aren't already? Come on, guys.
It's pretty cringy.
Drop that follow button.
So, yeah.
Yes,
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Yep.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.